on a straight line through the madness. Everything around me, oh, it fades away. I can't help but wonder how it got this way. I can't help this feeling that things gotta change. Where's my happy ending? All I've been waiting for. Where's my happy ending? My happy ending. I'm tearing through the walls, they surround me. Letting go of my pain, I will reach the end. Walking on a straight line through the madness. Everything around me, oh, it fades away. I can't help but wonder how it got this way. I can't help this feeling that things
begin. KO.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup Finals. My name is Dude Sandstorm Dude. I am your host alongside Maxman to bring you all this exciting action for today because after 1,000 registered teams and 3 qualifiers over the course of 3 weeks, of course, we have finally found out who our top 16 teams are. And by the end of the day, we will find out who will be taking the lion's share of the $20,000 prize pool. Max, how excited are you?
I am super excited. If you guys did check it out home in the past, we had 3 insane and action-packed weeks of games coming your way here in the Middle East region. We had so many teams fighting against each other. A total of 1,000 teams signed up at the start, Sandstorm. And now we all trickle down to the top 16. The creme or la creme is going to be playing today and trying to, once again, as you just said, try and secure that $20,000 for themselves. We had 3 qualifiers happening every single week. 4 teams will go to the grand finals. So we had a total of 12. Then an extra 4 content creator or influencer teams did join up the fray to max it out to a top 16 lobby. And that's the teams that are going to be playing today. And talking about the teams that are going to play today, I'm sure you guys at home want to know which teams are going to be playing today. So that's why we're going to go real quick to the standings, where everyone so far is at 0 points before this first game does kick off.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams and there's so many things that we can actually say about every single team. Because to be honest with you, every single one of those teams has some kind of story behind them. You got the likes of the Demons and the Snipers, who were the teams that we picked as our underdogs in the second qualifier. You had Divine Vendetta, who came out clutch with a final game on Miramar to escape and qualify by 1 point. It was that close for them. And then you had dominating performances from teams like Arab Champions, who were stomping every game. You had the likes of Kurd Squad, who were they didn't
also
get
dominating.
any chicken dinners. Yeah, they were dominating, but without the need for chicken dinners. And they managed to get the maximum amount of points gathered in the tournament. For I think it was 73 points as well. And yeah, like that's the thing. Every single one of those teams, there's something about them. And I don't know about you, but I can't really pin one winner out of these guys. I think every single one of them has had a nice amount of time to practice, to grind, and to get themselves ready for the finals. But I'm not sure which team I would be picking to be my team for this final.
I think we just can't choose any. There are so many teams that have a lot of potential. The teams that we maybe know a little bit less are going to be the influencer teams. Maybe you guys know them in the chat. Once again, don't hesitate to use the hashtags or just support them in chat if you do love those content creators. I'm sure they will definitely enjoy it. But yeah, so we're going to have then all these top teams in the Middle East region going to go head to head. I think we have maybe a few favorites. I mean, definitely for the viewers at home, maybe a few favorites like maybe Kurd Squad. I think they're going to be one of the top favorite teams in this tournament. So it's going to be interesting to see if Kurd Squad, if they're going to be able to have a dominant performance like they did have in the first qualification phase and just completely stomp the grand finals. But I think it's going to be a little bit more complicated than that because, as we said earlier, all the teams battled through the top 1,000 of Middle East that signed up and they got themselves in a nice, juicy position in this top 16. So that means that now there's a lot more fighting that's going to be happening and it's going to be a lot more, more leveled out in terms of skill, right? So teams like, of course, Kurd Squad, they're going to struggle a little bit more to get those consistent results because they're going to be playing against the top teams here in Middle East. So it's not going to be easy whatsoever, even for the best teams in today's games.
Yeah, exactly. And don't forget, we do still have some teams that were able to come out with 2 chicken dinners out of 3 in a single day. I believe that was the likes of, it wasn't Akatsuki Squad. I'm trying to remember which I think it was The Real Deal. The Real Deal was one of the teams that managed to get a few chicken dinners in a single day, and they were able to propel themselves to the top. And I do want to take this time, since before we actually jump into the lobby, I do want to discuss some teams that have had the most incredible storyline coming into the tournament. For me, one of them would have to be the likes of the Snipers, because I picked them in the second qualifier. You picked the Demons. I mean, no, because let me tell you, right? Like they were in the top 8 at that point, but they haven't been consistent enough in most of their games, and they just needed one great game. And even though that's the story for most of the teams that actually qualified here, one huge game made a difference. But when it came to the Snipers, it was on Miramar, and I believe it was the 5th game as well. and they managed to end up 3 or 4 circles in a row shifting towards them, and they had the best position you could ask for, and because they were basically in the middle of a valley and everyone was forced to go towards them, and they just had a few rocks for cover. They had snipers to take everyone down. They managed to secure an insane amount of kills and get themselves like second or first place, and they were able to get enough points to get them going. And I mean, come on, in the final game of the day, they had 2 people playing. They had 2 people playing on the team. 2 people didn't even connect. One of them died, and it was up to 1 person. And I think he ended up 9th. He didn't even gain a single point for the team, but they still qualified by 1 point.
Yeah,
And
that was
that's
how
what I
close it
mean.
was.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. It's an incredible story for such a good team, and I'm really happy to see them here, and I'm very curious to see how they're going to be performing in the finals today.
I think that also, like, talking about storylines a little bit here, what the teams have been going through to try and go to the grand finals. One team that I'm really happy to see what they can do today, because they started at the lowest of lows and finished at the highest of high points they could potentially try and achieve, and that was the Rab Champions. And I said their name properly because now I know them, so of course I'm going to say their name properly. But their team, that second week qualifier, they joined in. They were in one of the last positions in the entire tournament. They struggled an insane amount. They kept trying to breach compounds. Communication, synergy was not quite on point, so they got out really early. They were able to requalify a second time in a row for the third qualification week, which already right off the bat, that is a really good achievement, because you're like, okay, they qualify out of 1,000 teams 2 times in a row. There's something going on for this team. Third qualification week, they just completely popped off. Erangel, the 3 first games on Erangel, consistent results, insane kill leads, just great results and great positionings also in the top kills and top positioning points, and it would always be in the top placements, and they just got first position and almost, not quite unfortunately, but almost beat the record of points that was at that point set by Kurd Squad. So I'm going to be looking out for the side of Arab Champions to see if they did then assimilate that kind of game plan, if they're going to be able to play consistently like that, or if it was just maybe a lucky charm and they just got lucky on that day and just were performing really well. Because you have good and bad days, like anyone that plays in video games and in esports.
You were going to say Vainglory.
I was maybe going to say that because I'm so used to saying that game name, but that was not what I was going to go for. But you know what I mean, right? So Arab Champions, I want to see if they're going to have a good day or a bad day, because once again, this is just going to be a one-day finals with 4 games coming your way. It's going to be really short, so no bad performances are allowed right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's now or never. It's do or die. You got $20,000 on the line, and I believe we should take this time to kind of break down what the prize pool is going to be. So obviously, because the prize pool is going to be $20,000, it's split between first and 6th place. So first place gets $10,000, second place is $5,000, and then third place is $2,000. 4th, 5th, and 6th place will be getting themselves $1,000 each. So there's prizes for the top 6 teams. Unlike last time, we had a qualifying spot for the top 4, but this time we have a bigger margin and we have a lot of high-skilled players and teams coming into today's finals.
A lot of skill indeed. A few players we're going to have to look out for. I'm going to be looking out for Youssef, today. I want to try and see a little bit.
He's not here.
I want to see some Youssef action. I don't know, like the Youssef plays. Even though he's not here, I want to see some kind of 1v4 or 1v, I don't know how many clutches. I want to see legacy set by him. Okay, because I come on, he saw that first day. He set a legacy. I want to see some. I want to be able to call a second person Youssef in these games today. That's what I want to go for.
Well, hopefully we'll be able to find another one of those. But before we jump into a little bit more of the action, I do want to give a huge shout out, of course, to Pringles Arabia and, of course, to Millennium Arabia for coming together and creating this amazing tournament. And then, of course, for making the amazing decision of bringing us to the commentate. I mean, just saying it was the best decision they made. So just throw that plug in there.
Yeah, it was definitely nice. And also, for mobile gamers, getting Pringles is always a good thing because they're not all elite chips. So you can just take your chips, be a pro gamer right there by eating chips and taking Mountain Dew if you want, and just stuffing yourself. And you can still play because your hands are squeaky clean. And you can just keep clapping people in your Battle Royale games on PUBG Mobile. Freaking perfect.
Okay, you know what? So I'm going to start a counter. I'm going to start a counter for every single time you use the phrase clapping cheeks or just clapping. Okay?
If you do that, I'm going to clap your cheeks, okay?
You know what? Fight me. PUBG Mobile 1v1. Let's go.
Okay, I think people might be Not at all interested in that, but you know what? That's fine. Okay, but real quick, if you guys are just joining the broadcast, hope you guys are all having an absolutely fantastic start of your weekend. My name is Max, man. I'm going to be with Sandstorm to bring you the 4 action games today. And we quickly go over the standings once again to see if maybe your team made it through, if you did miss the qualification phase. As you can see that every single top 4 teams here are going to be set in their own class. So you're going to see the top 4 teams on the top left. They're going to be your 4 influencer teams. Then you go from Divine Vendetta down to Nemesis Clan. They were the teams that qualified on the 3rd week. Then you got from Demons down to Akatsuki team. They're the teams that qualified on the 2nd week. And the 3rd week and the 1st week qualification phase was won by the teams of Deadly Shot, Kurd Squad, Clan X, and 963 Squad. So that's what we're going to go for today. And they're going to have to try and face up against each other. We're going to have a set of 4 games, 2 Erangles, 2 Miramars. It's going to be really fun. And compared to the last time where we had like 2 days of action, where you had like 3 games of Erangel on the Friday, 3 games of Miramar on the Saturday, here you're going to have to be consistent on those 2 maps. No time to really put your thoughts back together or anything. You're going to be in the thick of things and you have no time to rest. That is where it's going to be a little bit stressful on these players, maybe a little bit. And they got to be in the mood right off the bat, or otherwise they're going to fall right off.
Yeah, and I do want to talk a little bit more about the consistency of teams depending on the map that they're playing in. So, of course, Kurd Squad, out of all these teams, are the only team to actually drop, for example, in military base. So now that these kind of teams know this information, do you think people are going to be challenging them early on, knowing how good Kurd Squad is, or do you think they're going to stay away from military base out of respect?
I think the thing that they're maybe going to do is, like, early game, they're all going to go for their favorite drop-in locations. See how the points ramp up, and if they see that Kurd Squad is starting to be in, like, a dangerous lead of points, maybe you'll see a few teams trying to challenge them early. I think that's what we're going to go for. So I think early, the first few games, they're going to be pretty passive in terms of, like, maybe sniping some kind of teams. But after this strategy, it's esport, and, being able to set up those kind of plays takes a lot of time and effort, and also a lot of strategy. So I think that maybe early on, that's not going to be really coming out. And I expect that to be the thing. But also, you only have 2 games, right? So if they want to start focusing down teams like Kurd Squad to just eliminate the competition, they're going to have to do it right on game 1 or game 2. But after that, you're straight on Miramar and no time to respond in any way, shape, or form. Because Miramar was not really the map where Kurd Squad really shined the most, in my opinion. Because they really changed drop in location, was very inconsistent on where they would drop. So if you want to try and focus down that kind of team, Miramar is not going to be the place to do so.
Yeah, exactly. And that is the main thing that I wanted to talk about, is the consistency when you're going from one map to the other. And that's something that we actually noticed, I believe, with the likes of the Real Deal. They were very consistent in Miramar as well as Erangel, and they were able to keep themselves afloat and keep themselves in the top 4 spot. And Nemesis Clan would be another one that comes to mind. They had an insane performance on Miramar as well. And Akatsuki team, that was your team, actually. Like you said, of course, because they had a lot of Naruto names. I don't know, some...
I'm a true weeb, okay? I have to support my bros, okay? My broskis. Wow, you sound so disappointed there. Wow, okay.
I mean, no, I watch a few animes, but that's not the point. The point is we have a stacked lineup.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a ginormous prize pool. We have the best chips you can ask for, and an amazing tournament. What more could you want?
I call that an epic win, an epic gamer moment right there. Yeah, there you go.
Big brain.
Big brain. Well, I need to do my editing. Wait, there you go.
No, we're not doing that.
Big brain. Okay, no, I did it too late. Can't stop me. But yeah, so just so you guys know, we are having a little bit of a time here because the game is slowly getting started up. So I hope you guys are having a fun time. Don't hesitate to also smack that follow button, because I'm sure the Millennium Arabia and also Pringles will be interested to maybe do future events like these ones. So definitely smash that follow button and you'll be notified in the future for any kind of future events brought to you on PUBG Mobile or other games. I don't know, but it will definitely be fun and an epic win on your side. And slowly but surely the lobby should be created up. Not too sure what's going to be happening here. But yeah, once again, battle for $20,000 US. Going to be freaking awesome. Let's go.
And okay, so I have a few questions for you.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so you picked the Demons as your team in the second qualifier.
Yeah.
Right. They ended up, I believe, in 3rd place, getting themselves a total of 56 points. Now, those guys had great rotations. They had a decent amount of communication when it came to invading and raiding houses and compounds. But where do you think they stand in the lineup of teams that we have right now?
In what position do I think they're going to stand at the end, right? So.
Yeah. Like, let's say from now, like excluding the influencer teams because we don't know that much about them. Like we will start to build something after the first or the second game. But for, let's say, like the middle tier teams that we've seen, second and third place finishes, we'll leave the first place finishes for later. But where do you think those guys are going to be coming in? Because I assume at this point that all these teams have done their research, because it's a huge prize pool, it's a huge opportunity, and I think we might be jumping into the game, so we might have to talk about that a little bit later.
Yeah, we're going to be starting to the game right now, actually. So that's going to be allowing us. So just jump into the action right off the bat. That's going to be good. But yeah, I think the Demons is going to be like maybe like top 5 to top 8, like in that kind of threshold.
Yeah.
Because they are a team that have a lot of potential, but their consistency is a little bit flawed sometimes. So I think that's where it's going to pull them down, because then you have 4 games, right? You have to be consistent right off the bat. But here we go. The game is kicking off. I'm going to have to see this very Eastern-focused plane down from Kameshki all the way down
look
to
where it's
Military Island.
going!
Man, you're always going to be on your military base fanboy, aren't you?
Of course, and you know what? I'm waiting for, let's see, which team number are they? Kurt Squad, that's team number 14. If they drop before military base, I will be very disappointed.
Very sad boy indeed. Let's see where they're
I will
going to
be
go
one
for.
very sad boy.
So yeah, it's team 14, so where are they going to go? Let me see. Can we see a number 14? If not, if they're not going for military base, I want F in chat, boys and girls. We're going to try and go. They're going to say UAE skills. They're going to be going maybe and drop it. Oh no, they're going to go for the northern side of the river. Just going to go a little bit safe here. Oh, there it is, Kurt Squad. You talked about it, and they're dropping straight for a military base.
I mean, you kind of have to. It's their signature move when it comes to the game. But it doesn't look like they're going to be the only ones here. We might be seeing a few other teams dropping. Team number 4, Alcacer's team. Oh, yeah. So let's go through this real quick. So the L6RBA5, that's pronounced Tarbach.
Barbar?
No, it's a like TARBA.
Okay.
That's the best way.
Maybe I'll let you. Maybe I'll let you call it. I'll just say team number. You know, I'll just say the team number.
That's like the best way I can teach you. It actually is.
Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. I'll give it a shot. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, Divine Vendetta. They're gonna be trying to find that location. Divine Vendetta. Let's not forget that they just barely qualified. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how they can do in these games today. UAE skills. They're gonna be taking their own compound on the northern side of the river in the south. But look at that, Rab Champions right off the bat. They're losing 2 of their members, getting knocked away. They're able to fight back just a little bit with TDS. But seem like this is going to be an even standing fight. But no, Abuma is also going to be knocked away. And this is maybe going to be a Rab Champions taken out right off the bat. And
yeah, not the... Oh, wait. Did we lose 2 teams already? Yeah. Yeah, Arab Champions are out of it. One of the top tier teams from the 3rd qualifier from last week are already eliminated by the deadly shot. Not something I expected in the first moments of the game because of how strong these guys came out. They were consistently getting 8, 9, 10 points per game in their qualifier. So this is quite surprising that they're already out. And considering that it's 4 games that we have today, and they didn't get a single point already, that is a terrible start and very unfortunate for the Arab Champions.
Yeah, really sad. They showed a lot of potential on the last week of qualification phase. They got 1st position. Well, no, as I said earlier, you can have some good games and bad games. Seemed like that was a bad game. They just got to be insanely consistent and have really high-end scores for the 3 last games of the day. Otherwise, they're going to be really struggling to get in this top position to try and fight for that $20,000 US. Primorse is going to be focused here by one team of Alcasa team. Though here it is, the compound going to be held over by Team 8 Nemesis Clan. Qualification 1 team winners. Got juicy 70 points at that time, and they're going to try and hold it. They're doing a 3-1 split with Venom pretty far away. Not a big fan of how that is coming on through. But also Kurd Squad, they are going to be the kings of Military Island. No one is going to try and fight them whatsoever. Which I do like, you know, that once again it is Kurd Squad, and we talked about it before this game. Are some teams going to try and focus them down or not? And seem like just no one, absolutely no one wants to get involved with Kurd Squad in the early game. Which, you know, I would do the exact same.
Yes, very true. You do not want to mess with them at all. Because every single time we've seen the amount of times that they were either executing a raid or an attack on a compound, or they were being attacked. Their communication and their flanks are so on point that they always come out on top. And that's something that I just love to see from a team like Kurt Squad. But this time around, they're dealing with the best of the over 1,000 teams that we've had registered so far. So let's see how they're going to be able to deal with them after a few moments of getting their equipment from the military base. And we are going to be taking a quick look at the rest of the teams here. So team number 11, that is going to be V team, I believe.
Yep.
They're going to be towards the southern western side of Miltub. Looking towards team 16, 963 squad. Now, those guys, I believe they were from the third qualifier as well. They were the ones that got themselves second place with 63 points. Only 3 points behind Clan X in that or Arab Champions, actually, in that qualifier.
Yeah, they did definitely, they did struggle a lot as a team at the start, but then they caught up really quickly, so I'm really happy with them. We're going to see this first circle shift of phase 1 is going to be northwest. A lot of water, a lot of coastline taken over, especially in the north side. So some teams like Demons, I talked about it time and time again. Demons are really good and really proactive and responsive to these circle shifts. So they're going to go straight to Severny to have that coastline, just to be able to focus on 180 degrees of land in front of them. So they're going to play extremely safe early game, which I really enjoy. I think that is the play style you must try and adopt in competitive and esport play. So Demons, right off the bat, I'm really happy to see what they're doing on their shifts as we pan on over back to the side of Team 5, Divine Vendetta. They're qualified on the third week qualification phase. They're going to be shifting around, just going to try and find a better position to hold. They're going to go straight to Primorsk, but Primorsk is taken over by Alcasa team, so maybe an early game fight will be happening between these two teams. Sorry.
We will see, as we're going to be shifting over to team number 9. Demons once more just going to be having a look towards Severny. Now, I believe they were the ones that always dropped towards Severny in their qualification games as well. This seems to be their favorite spot. Not a lot of teams go this far north because sometimes you could be in a really tough spot if they shifted towards the southern east or the southern western side. Then you'd have to rotate all across the map, and you don't know where the rest of the teams are if you're dropping that far away. You don't really have that much information to work with. And of course, they would be one of the first people to drop out of the plane as well. So you wouldn't have the best vision on where the other teams are dropping or where they're going as well.
Back on over to Nemesis. They gave over their compound to try and recenter a little bit more into the circle, which I understand they were not quite in circle. They were a little bit on the edge. I don't know if they were really in on the edge or out of the edge, but they're just going to go and respond a little bit quickly to this phase 1, which I do like. Always completely fine as now the clock is ticking. The circle shift 1 will be slowly closing up. So some action might have to end pretty abruptly as the fight of Divine Vendetta versus the side of Alcasa team is going to be starting to pop out, but Ghost Champ finds Donga. Donka, can he get out of that one? Not too sure. His team is not really around there. Having a little bit of lag on here, apparently. That's completely fine. But the one team that dominated earlier, that picked out the fight, was the Arab Champions. They're going to be going for a shift towards shooting range and hold it for themselves. But here the fight is going on. And slowly but surely, Donga is going to be bleeding out. And actually, the nade from Ghost Champ will be doing the work there. That's going to be your first flush going through to Divine Vendetta. Can they find the 2 other ones?
Let's find out, as we're going to be taking a look as the circle is going to start moving in here. Looking towards Kurt Squad, they're still on the military island. They're the only ones there, but we're going to be going back towards team number 4 and 5 here. Alcaster's team versus Divine Vendetta, as Emi will get taken down by Majid over there. And that's going to be the second member from Alcaster's team to be taken down already. And now it's all up to Abu Iyad, the last surviving member of his team here. Oh, God.
He's just looking at him like, oh, what's happened? But nah, he's going to take them out. The last member is going to be on that first floor. They're going to try and rush it. Though it's very good what Divine Vendetta are doing here. The reason why is because they saw the kill feed. They saw that they got 1 flush, 2 knocks. They had the man advantage, 100% going in their favor. So they're committing to that because, once again, as always, kill points are one of the biggest ways to get points in these kind of game modes. You can also get positioning points. They're a little bit less less consistent. So kills are always just a really good way to get yourself high in the standings. So Divine Vendetta, they're really going to try and focus on that. But going up the stairs, you're going to have to go up one by one. So this is where Aod can do the moves. He has that shotgun. 2 bullets up. That means 2 potential kills right off the bat. Can he find on top on Fist Hour Majid as they're going to try and rush up? Majid's going to be rushing up, but having a little bit of a struggle here to find it. And they're going to completely overwhelming. The Uzi kill will be going over to Majid. And that's going to be 14th position going over, unfortunately, to the side of Alcasa team, the Influencer team.
I believe that was actually Abu Iyad's team, team number 3. There might have been a mistake when they entered the lobby. So I believe Alcaster's team is still somewhere on Erangel. Where? I have no idea. But Abu Iyad's team, which is team number 3, will be eliminated from the game. And now we're going back to the side of 963 squad as they keep on hunting just on the shoreline there. Switching quickly over to the side of V Team. They qualified in 3rd place in the 3rd qualifier with 47 points. Yeah, so team number 3 and team number 4 are switched. Abouyad is
Okay.
actually team number 4, and Alcacer's team is team number 3.
So AOP team got eliminated in 14th position. Okay, so that's what we're going to
Yes.
try and get to. Okay, we'll try and get
Yeah,
that fixed
so,
for the next game. We'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, I'll
on that.
edit that real quick.
Okay, perfectly. Thank you very much. Panel Nova here to Team 10. The Snipers. Snipers, the team that you personally, you liked. You enjoyed their performances. You were supporting them, and I was supporting Demons, and they both got through barely, which we were very proud about. But we go back over to Pachinki. Gonna be, I'm not gonna say their name because I'm completely gonna fail, so I'll let that job to you. Can you please say their name?
Tarbakh team.
That team in Pachinki. and there's gonna be, there's no team around there, so that means once again, like a bunch of tier 2, potentially even all team tier 3 loot because it's just such a big area. No teams really counter dropped Pachinki. They can just hold that for as long as possible, get all that loot. But here we're gonna go over to Kurd Squad. They got away from military base because it is a northern shift. They can't really hold it. And it seemed like they actually found a bunch of stuff here.
Yeah, they managed to kill a team. I'm not sure who they managed to eliminate, but they got themselves 3 kills, a decent amount of loot as well, and Kurd Squad off to a flying start already with those 3 kills. And actually, one of the people I'm definitely keeping my eye out on in the side of Kurd Squad is Baby. Baby was one of those most influential players on the Kurd Squad lineup, and that's who I'm gonna keep on watching.
Yeah, Baby
let's
just
try
kept
and see-
flanking. I remember, like, we just
Oh,
remember
yeah.
every single time we would flank those teams and just take out 3 members in one few shots, with the DP especially. So really fun to see what's that's going to be happening. Kurd Squad are going to go dead center here. Potentially going to go to the likes of Ruins. We saw a lot of fights happening in Ruins. These teams seem pretty comfortable with Ruins. So it wouldn't be a big surprise to see Kurd Squad go there again, as they did have a nice amount of success on the first week qualification phase up in Ruins. But they might go just past it and try and go where I think this entire game is going to be going for. It's going to be the river. It splits this map, this first circle phase, by an exactly 50% split. So if you can hold the compounds next to the river to be able to gatekeep and just shut down rotations, that's going to be super efficient for these teams.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
hello.
let's... Oh. Nah, incredible, impeccable driving skills. Definitely better than mine anyways. We'd probably be already dead, Maxman, if I was driving, me and you.
Yeah, probably. I don't drive, I just walk. You know, it's better. It's more efficient that way.
No, how is it efficient to walk
Because
than
you
drive?
don't die. Because when I drive, I die. So it's
But
efficient
if
if I
you
arrive
walk-
alive.
Yeah, but if you walk, the storm's gonna kill you anyways.
It was only phase 1, you know. I'll just
Fair, true.
and I just
true.
end out. I'll just run for like 10 minutes straight, and then you get out of the blue zone and you get instantly sniped by someone with an AWM. every PUBG Mobile player ever. If that never happened to you, are you a true PUBG Mobile player? I don't think
Exactly.
so. I don't think so. So Divine
Yeah,
Vendetta
we're
about
gonna
to explode. Get out of that car right now. Not looking too good, but Divine Vendetta having 2 members knocked away. 2 members up. It's going to be Majid and Fisal. They're slowly going to be stormed on through by Nemesis. Nemesis is actually going to lose one of their members too in that fight. Not looking great, but the 2 flushes happen on Ghost Camp and the other member, which I can't say his name unfortunately. But Nemesis, they're going to try and storm in. They're going to try and close up on Fisal. As Majid is just going to leave completely, which I understand. I 100% respect. You are fighting for $20,000 US once again. So Majid, just get the hell out of this fight. He's going to go on the eastern side, try and go down south, trying to hold a better position. And now the only way for him to make it through is just to snake it in. Just snake it all game.
Yeah, because, I mean, fair enough, the team actually has a total of 4 kills so far. He needs to survive until 4 more teams fall, and then you can start and get those placement points for your team. Meanwhile, the side of 963 squad are still hovering towards the shoreline to the north here, I believe. Just trying to stay away from all the action. I'm not sure who they're spotting here, but I do want to talk about the really quick rotation that came up from the side of Nemesis. When they noticed that it was only 1 member, you had 2 people flank from the opposite directions. They were just able to get the right angles to get that kill pretty damn easily. So that's the kind of communication, and those are the kind of flex that I'm expecting from these guys coming into today's finals. And what I'm not expecting, though, is 4 people to stack in 1 car. Bad idea.
If
We said it before, we'll say it again. Don't do that.
If we see that, we'll be coming for you. Okay, so just be warned. You have been warned. Even you guys in chat.
But-
Okay, if we ever see you guys in chat, play PUBG and you're 4 members in one car, we're gonna go at your house and just do some stuff. Okay.
You were gonna
No
say
spoilers.
clap, weren't you?
No, I
You were
wasn't. The clap counter is still at 0 right now. Okay, it's still at
It's
0.
actually technically it's at 2 because you said it just now and you said it the first time. But you know what? We'll keep
Come on,
it
I
at
must
0
have
for now.
Come on, have a joke,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, no, I know. We'll keep it at 0 for now.
We got Naruto, Itachi, and Gaara all together in the Akatsuki team. That's going to be fun. They're going to have a nice compound to defend themselves. But here it is, the fight going to be going through for the team, though, which I shall not speak the name. They're going to have 2 members knocked away. Has 2 members remaining in the car. They get out, but because they had so many members in one car, that is just what you're looking for. We talked about it, and it just happened. Instant karma right there. You're going to have to try and smoke it, but it's just no chance whatsoever. And that's going to be Team 2 taken out in 12th position. Yeah, 4 members in one car. We just said it. Don't do it.
You know what? I think it's the caster's curse here because we said if you're all in one car, you're gonna die. You know what? That's it. That's all I had to do. I just had to call up my boys, Deadly Shah, and of course, team number 16, 963 squad. That's why they were lurking all the way towards the north. They know that the rotations are going to be in their favor for the next maybe 1 or 2 more circles, and they just decided, if anyone comes here, we have the advantage. They don't know where we are. We're going to use that information against them and then take them out. It seems to be working pretty damn well for them so far.
Demons. And a little bit of a struggle. Snake got knocked away. He does get roasted up. In the back, look at that. Team 13, the one and only Deadly Shot. They're going to be lurking in the shadows. Maybe want to try and get involved here. They do find another knock on top of Ninja Morocco. But Majid, the last member remaining of Divine Vendetta, is going to be rushed on his own. Can they find him? Not quite. He's just going to be a few HP remaining. Just get another knock. You got to try and get the kill right now if you can. This is going to be so worth it if you can find it for yourself. But 1 bullet is all they need. He doesn't find it either. Oh my god, how is Majid surviving for so long? He gets the rest back up to 75%. And he's fighting so well right now. But they're just going to jump out of the car last second there. Find the kill. Divine Vendetta getting eliminated in 11th position. We're now down to top 10 here, Sandstorm. And things is just about to get a little bit more spicy.
Yeah, if I was Majid, the only way you could have topped that off is if you secured that kill on Mardaktak. That would have meant an extra point. Unfortunately, no placement points this time around for Divine Vendetta, but still 3 points. It's better than nothing, because we've seen the likes of Arab champions. They already got eliminated in 14th or 15th, or I believe actually 16th place. Not a single point to their name. So I'd still take those 4 points and run with it. But let's see how the rest of the teams are going to be going with the rest of this game here. You got 10 teams. We're looking at Nemesis so far. They got 3 kills. They're down 1 member as well. And their odds are pretty damn good if you ask me. Now we're switching over to Alcaster's team, one of the other influencers that we have. 0 kills so far. They've been pretty relaxed on the north side of George Bull here. Not really leaning anywhere else. Meanwhile, Kurt squad still looking for another fight. I'm surprised that they only managed to get 1 of those kills that we saw a few minutes ago. I believe it was 963 squad that stole the rest of those kills away from them. And now it looks like Kurt squad might be out for revenge here, as both teams know where they are. And look at this shift here. Good God.
You see the compounds next to the river there? If any team tried to take those, it would have been so good because the circle shifts perfectly where your side of the river is in circle, the other side is not in circle. So if they hold that, that would have been great for these teams. You see Ahmed there, going to try and take a few shots with the M4. Not going to be doing too much, unfortunately. 963 squad going to hold their position on the coastline. But though, look at that up there. That's going to be the one and only Team 10 Snipers. Going to be taking a little few shots, but he does have the Car 98. Going to try and go for a little bit of early action here. The thing is with these underground sections, right, is that they're really easy for you to defend yourself in them. But you're also extremely predictable because you have no other exit points, right? You're always going to have to go out of the same kind of area. So that's why Curse Squad, they're just going to keep consistently applying pressure on those members of the Snipers. And they're going to maybe potentially have a few knocks and everything. Whereas you can see that Curse Squad, they have a little bit more give to their location. They can move around a little bit more, have different windows, have different positions to peek out from. Whereas you look at Snipers, they're always going to peek in out from the same location. And that can get tricky, where you can actually get knocked out really easily because they always know where you're going to peek out from.
Yeah, and look at Kurt squad. They're just raining all kinds of hell. You got a DP, you got a Car 9. You got everything you need and a few shots. That one's not gonna connect. They're not gonna get a knockdown just yet, though. But Shie, I believe that's what we said we're gonna call it. No, Hixe, wasn't it?
Hixe.
Hixe, yeah. Like, that's the closest we can get to. I'd say. Able to land a few shots, and now you got the Mini 14 coming out as well. Kurt squad are in one hell of a good position, but the thing is, with all this firefight that's going between them and the snipers, they're revealing their position to the rest of the teams, and especially if you're a 963 squad who are currently to the east of Kurt squad, you would think about starting to make a move right now. They try third party this, take down one of the top teams in the tournament, and then get yourselves on the or in the top 4 or top 6 rather. Right after the first game.
Also, the thing is, I don't think they're really going to commit to that. The reason why is they haven't seen in the kill feed it was Kurt squad because they had no knocks between each other. So they don't know which team that is. So it would be a little bit of a risky move. And also, if you do third party that fight, you're actually getting yourself in a pinch, which I think that it can get really risky. It can be worth it if you can see some knocks happening. But even then, you don't know if the knocks happen in this fight or in another fight on the other side of the map, right? So I think that here, 963 squad, they can just relax. There's no need for them to be proactive or move around too much. And this fight is not going to have too much happening for it anyways. And the team that's the better position here is going to be Kurt squad because they have the coastline. It's just so much easier to defend compared to the position in here of snipers. Bird is going to see Akatsuki. See a car in the distance, going to try and destroy it. You know, why not? Maybe can deny future rotation from one of these teams. But Alcasa, the team that earlier came back from the dead, they're going to try and just shift back in.
What is happening?
Yeah. Cars in this game are going to be something to look out for. But look at that. V-Team Hunter, he's going to be knocked away. And now they're going to try and commit to this one. Unfortunately, it seemed like they're going to have a little bit of a bad time. But it's actually a pretty even trade-off. And actually, V-Team coming out on top. This high point positioning from that member on the rooftop is absolutely awesome. But Alcasa, he's going to be the last member remaining for his team. Alcasa team might be getting eliminated in 10th position. And as I say that, that will be just about to happen. Alcasa team eliminated in top 10 position. Now, 9 teams remaining. Hunter will be res back up. And a circle shift of phase 4, just peeking his head out. I would be really interested to see where it does shift. It seemed like it shifts in favor of 963 squad and Kurt squad in a very high up north section towards the coastline, which is going to be great for these teams to just try and negate rotations. But one team that's going to have a little bit of a struggle maybe is going to be snipers because all the teams are slowly going to be getting closer to them and they keep picking fights. They keep revealing their location and that's going to get even more sticky for them to get out of that situation. But it seems like they do have a car. They might try and just find a better location, which I would be okay with.
Yeah, that's what I would think to do if I was in that situation. Meanwhile, Hickset trying to scout around or just trying to reposition the car. I'm not sure what Baby and Ibu are doing, but I think they're still trying to peek the side of the snipers here. I'm very curious to see where the 963 squad are located at the moment as well, because last I remember, they were on just the eastern side of Kurt squad's location. Meanwhile, we're taking a look towards Demons. 2 members left alive with 2 kills as well. Kurt squad and the snipers still going at it here. These guys have been going at it for what, the past 3, 4, 5 minutes at this point, just constantly shooting at each other. I'm kind of worried a little bit about the amount of ammo that they have left. And also for the snipers, you said it yourself, they're revealing their locations. And if you're being attacked already from the front by Kurt squad, imagine if you get attacked from the back as well. Or if people have the high ground behind you. That's going to be a very difficult situation to be in. And I believe Nemesis might be the team to put them in that tough spot because they're definitely within range to hear the gunfight breaking out. And they might think about intervening and getting in on the action here.
So many teams are going to be going on the southwest side. There might be a little bit of fights happening to try and get a nice position point encircled. There's a lot of high ground and a lot of terrain. So the teams that can get those high ground positions for themselves is going to be great, especially because this is a third-person shooter tournament. So being able to get that high point advantage and being able to, like, you know, get information on where teams are located and being able to set up your future rotation is going to be a godsend in these locations. But Venom, I mean, knocked away was a nice headshot on the DP. Greatly done by 963 squad. Been rotating a lot in this circle, despite not really needing to rotate too much. But look at that car shift from Team 11, B Team. But they're just going to be passing by. They do not give a damn, man. They're just going to make it through.
Yeah, I wouldn't stop because if you stop right between 2 teams, they're going to stop fighting each other.
I'm just surprised they didn't get shot at.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. Because like you heard all the DPs, but now they run into the embracing arms of Kurt squad.
Igzy, what was that? He just jumped to his death. That's really unfortunate for Kurt squad. Still 3 members on their side. They're having a little bit of a struggle here. but they do only lose Higgsy. They do make it up, and they almost take out the full team of V-Team. Where's the last member? I'm not too sure. Is he even here? That's the question.
I don't think...
Oh, he's there.
No, I don't
oh,
think
no. Wait, no?
No, I don't think he is. I think that it's only... It was 3 members at the start, and one of them was eliminated. And I believe... Wait, Khaled X... Someone stole a kill away from Kurt Squad. They stole a kill away. See, Kurt Squad still only ended up with 5 kills. Well, 6. They finally managed to
They
secure
didn't
one.
get like, the flushes. That means that there's still a member of V-Team somewhere. Oh, he's there! He's on the southwest, Team 11.
He's right behind 963. What is he doing?
I mean, they survive, right? So I guess that's a win in some way.
Yeah.
So they survive it, and they'll be going a little bit further in this game with 19 remaining. Baraka going to take a few shots on Venom. Got res back up. But here it is. A few nice bullets connect. Not going to find anything extra. Unfortunately, they have to smoke. But unfortunately, all these teams on the western side, they're not in circle. And they all have to go downhill. And we all know how dangerous a downhill run down is going to be for all of these teams. Team 16, 963 squad. Also for Nemesis Clan. And also that last member, V-Team Hunter. He does find one knock. Can he turn that into a point? That'll be great on Baruka. But can he get it? I'm not too sure. The grenade is going to be cooked up. This is a great nade. If he puts it exactly where he needs, especially next to the car, that'll be good. He does go for the nade. Is it going to connect? It does do a little bit of work, but it will not be enough. And that huge comeback nade from Hamzy will be doing the work and eliminating V-Team in 9th position.
Yeah, that grenade from Hamza was absolutely perfect coming in to take him down. That's going to be an extra kill going to the side of 963 squad. Thank you very much for the free loot. You got a knockdown, but at the end of the day, you didn't get yourselves any points at all. And now we're going to be switching over again to the side of the snipers here, Horan. A little bit of a pickle, I would say. Yes, you're in the circle, but it's still a tough position to be in. You got Kurt Squad right in front of you. You got a few teams who are going to be coming in from behind you. We'll see how they're going to be able to deal with it, as right now we're still looking at the demons here, trying to hide, and they definitely do not want to be spotted out by any rotating teams out in the open with vehicles, because they're just going to get run down here. Meanwhile, I believe it is going to be a 963 squad who are getting closer to the snipers. They're going to be taking quite a lot of shots here. Now Kurt Squad making a move as well, and finally we're seeing the real deal in some action, as 963 are in a very tough spot right now.
The deadly shot. They were just waiting, and they just fell in their trap, and they just got it for themselves. Greatly done. Maybe going to try and even get that kill on top of Lowrans. 963 squad, that'll be good, but 963 squad able to actually maybe sandwich up those 2 members of deadly shot. Kurt Squad, they made it out of the compound. They're slowly going to try and go above, but they still have to cross the road, and that's going to be the hardest part for Kurt Squad, as they all kind of split each other off. But look at that. Snipers, they got scattered out, and all these teams actually on the eastern side, the tables just got flipped in a matter of seconds here, Sandstorm. And a lot of fighting will be happening on that eastern side to try and get a good position in circle, because there's not a lot of high ground there, only a few trees and rocks, and that is where a lot of these teams are going to go out. And Akatsuki team, they have a bad time. They lose a lot of their members right there. They're still on the run.
Now, Kurt Squad are in an amazing position. They're shooting at the snipers. They're shooting at 963 squad. They're shooting at absolutely everyone. Meanwhile, Akatsuki finally taking down one of the demons. I'm pretty sure the team actually got eliminated. So now we're down to the top 6. Now is where you start making those points and getting yourself into the range of getting some of that prize pool. But of course, who's going to be taking the lion's share away? Who's going to be making that first big step and getting themselves that juicy and ever elusive chicken dinner? We'll find out, as now it is between, you got the real deal, you got the snipers, you got Kurt Squad, you got the deadly shot, you got Akatsuki team, I believe, and you got Nemesis. And still, Kurt Squad are raining hell on the snipers here, but they finally get spotted out by the side of the real deal here, and Kevin is trying to fight back, but he gets taken down there. And it's going to the trade going over in favor of the side of Kurt Squad. But now you can see Nemesis going for a rush onto the snipers. They get one down already onto Mahana, but will they be able to get the rest? That's going to be another one. 1-for-1 trade so far, but it's only 2 members for Nemesis, and Yasser's going to be able to take that one down. That is going to be 3 kills to the snipers. Khaled, oh, he barely makes it out alive. He's going to be able to get that heal. Meanwhile, Hexe takes a lot of damage from Al Baron. We have to add that little French twist because we have a French caster on board.
The Deadly Shot get eliminated in 4th position. Down now to top 3. That just happened in the... Like, we just Thanos that game. Oh my god.
Okay.
Every team is in
snipers,
circle.
Kurt Squad, and the real... No, and Akatsuki. Who's going to get that first chicken dinner? We'll find out as...
look at that.
Look at the shift going over to the snipers. Not
damn it.
saying they're my team, just saying they
They
got
got a lucky charm. That's almost cheating having Sandstorm on your side. But now they can try and
Look
gatekeep
at the
it.
Irish,
But they are
okay?
really predictable. As they talked about earlier, they are extremely predictable in that position. So if they peek cancel it now, they just got a member knocked away because they're so predictable. And Akatsuki was their 2 members. They're going to try and rain absolute hell on top of them. Naruto gets knocked away. And they find a res. They got a pretty good position to work with. And then the team that's closer to the circle. So really, the team that has the worst position to work with here is going to be Kurd Squad. They got to go uphill in third-person view tournament. That is never a good thing also. Like, going any kind of, terrain changes in variation is never a good thing if you have to go up. But they have an insane amount of smokes because they never use smoke this entire game. And they can just pop them off when they need to try and smoke throw themselves over to the side of the snipers. But Akatsuki, they're actually in an angle between the snipers and Kurd Squad. Their team that are going to have to try and deal with that much pressure. Brandon, they only got 2 members too. Whereas both other teams, they still got 4 members. So it's a 4v4v2. And Akatsuki, they are going to have a really hard time making it out alive. But look at that. Kurd Squad, that smoke road got them to a little bit of a variation in actually terrain, and they got a tree to work with. So they are safe for now, and they are on the very, very edge of circle. And because also the other teams in the edge of circle, it's all going to depend on where Phase 8 is going to bring them. Because Phase 8 is where we're going to know if it's going to be all snipers or Kurd Squad is going to be taking this game.
We'll find out, as Akatsuki team are still under quite a lot of pressure here. Snipers are just taking a little bit of a break, as Kurd Squad are still trying to see if they can get a foothold in the circle. You see that they're a little bit spread out here, but Naruto gonna get spotted out. He's gonna take a lot of damage, and so is Gara. They're gonna be able to get the knockdown onto 1, but Naruto's still alive. But looks like the snipers might be able to steal those kills away here, as Kurd Squad are still trying to get in a better position. And yeah, Ahmed from Kurd Squad will be able to finish that one off. And now we are down to a 4v4 between Kurd Squad and the snipers. Who's getting their first chicken dinner?
The circle.
We shall see.
It went for snipers again. It's like the 4th time it goes in their favor. Are you kidding me?
But look, but here's the thing: if Kurd Squad have grenades, you throw it down that tunnel, and the snipers are dead.
Yeah, that's it. That nade would be absolutely perfect, and they're slowly getting pushed back. They can't get any further in there because the rest of the tunnels is in the blue zone, so they'll take tick damage. So they can't afford that. But here it is. Mohammed is going to take the damage. Yes, did you get the knock? Now, the only members remaining are 3 members down in the lower side. They blocked it with a card. That means they can't even potentially get out there. And now just 1 grenade, if they still have it remaining, is all they need to try and take this one for themselves. They go in, find a kill on Mohammed. That's going to be good. They get those points. And Kurd Squad, we talked about them, potentially one of the favorite teams. They're going to try and make it work out. But here it is. The nade is coming out. Did it get cooked? I'm not too sure. The nade will be doing a little bit of tick damage on their side, but not an insane amount. But now they're slowly going to be coming out of their hole. 2 members get knocked away. Khalid is going to be the last member remaining on the side of Team 10. The snipers, a 1v2 actually. Yes, 2 members get knocked away on the side of Kurd Squad. Can he find it? The smokes are slowly going to be dissipating, and Baby's going to go for the rush, and he does find it. And Kurd Squad, none other than them, they will be securing the first chicken dinner here in the grand finals of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. Congratulations, and look at those kills. What a first performance.
Yeah, with a total of 14 kills by those guys. Incredible first game in this final. Kurd Squad managed to get 14 kills, chicken dinner, and 24 points in 1 game. And that's something that we expected from a stacked lineup like Kurd Squad. And I think it's the first time they have an incredible performance and actually get the chicken dinner as well. Because before, they were able to get an insane amount of kills, but they weren't able to follow that up with a first place finish. I believe the most they got was 21 kills in one of those games, along with second place. And I believe it was the Real Deal who actually eliminated them and got that win away and stole that win away from them, actually.
that one, yeah.
And Baby was actually the last surviving member of the side of Kurd Squad. But it's good to see that this time around, they're starting out with an insane first game. And we do, of course, have to give a lot of praise to the rest of the teams here. You got the snipers. They ended up with 5 kills. Even though they were in a great position for a while, I believe, with the area that they had with the tunnels. But the later it got into the game, the more cornered they got, and it was just so easy. Because as soon as Muhammad was taken down on the top side of the entrance of the tunnels, he wasn't going to get rezzed. No one was going to go up there. And then you had 4 people from covering the tunnel from 4 different angles. It was next to impossible for the snipers to win that game. And I just have to praise Kurd Squad once more on that incredible performance.
So they did a great game. Snipers just said, but what I want to talk about one team is the Deadly Shot. They spawned in with only 2 members, Sur and Albaron, as you said earlier. And
Al Baron.
they got 7 kills, and a 4th position was only 2 members. Imagine if they had 4 members on their side. I hope they can get a 4-member stacked team for game 2, 3, and 4 for the day. And if they do so, I'm sure they can just be consistent in these top positions to try and fight for that $20,000. So Deadly Shot, another team that I'm going to keep an eye out for. I'm really expecting a lot more from them if they get a fully stacked squad. So yeah, anyways, that was game number 1. Congratulations again to the side of Kurt Squad, getting himself a juicy 24 points in only 1 game, which is one of the top games. We remember them. They even got like, what was it, 24 kills in 1 game? I think it was something
21
like
kills. Yeah, it was 21 kills in
21.
2nd place. Yeah.
So, you know, they're not too far off of their consistent results there. So, greatly done from the side of Kurt Squad. Can't wait to see what they can do on game 2. Once again, it's going to be a Wrangle. Then the 2 other games after that are going to be 2 Miramar. So, definitely do not move off that browser. Get yourself a drink. Get yourself some good old Pringles. Get yourself set and ready. My name was Maxman and Sunstorm. We'll be back in just a few short minutes for game number 2.
into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. True, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hand to the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining through. It's true, baby, let the light shine through. If you believe it's true, baby, won't you let the light shine through for you.
You're paranoid. You claim this love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back. This love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have, you take us to the edge and back. Holding on got all this love, waiting just for you. I just gotta know that you're true. Can't keep running, boy, in and out my life. Wanna be your girl,
gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I am cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. I'll never forget this day. day. I'll never forget this day. I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day. 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 I'm gonna throw my memories away. Now I feel I'm done, and I'm cursed by every day till my time is gone. I've never felt this way before, and now I know this all for sure. I won't forget your last betray. I'll never forget this day.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love. You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
KO.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the second game on Erangel for the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. After one hell of a performance from Kurt's squad, they got themselves into first place right after that first game with one hell of a performance. Max, What do you think the rest of these teams should be learning coming into the second game of the day?
That taking fights throughout the entire late game is going to give your position away. That is what a few teams got to learn of. You know,
That is very true.
Akatsuki, Snipers, they were picking fights a lot, and then just the teams were like, oh, 3 kills, let's freaking get involved and get all the kills for themselves. So at the end, I think that's what we're going to aim for. But still, first game, insane performance from a lot of these teams. We saw the deadly shot was only 2 players coming in. They got 4th position, which a bunch of 7 kills up their sleeve, so that's a great game from them. And then we did see also Curd Squad get 24 points total in their first game, so they're being good. They're being consistent on what we saw in the first week qualification phase. But you know what? We're just going to jump to the first game. On the second game, sorry, my bad for that. Second game,
Yeah, and
dropping off, and there you go.
Yeah, and I do love the path from the plane as well, coming in from the southern eastern side, heading towards just northwest of shooting range, of course, going over the military base. And I believe we have 3 teams going over to the side of the military base as well. You got the side of Alcacer's team, you got Curd Squad, of course, and I'm not sure who the third team is. I'm trying to figure out the number, but I think that's actually Arab Champions.
Ooh.
They're dropping in the military base as well.
That's going to be tricky because, let's not forget, the Arab Champions last game, they got taken out first. And trying to take the fight to Curd Squad and potentially getting taken out last again, that's going to seal your fate. And that is almost 100% sure going to put you in like the last standing teams. Because they got nothing last game. They got absolutely battered on the side of the southern side of the map. So let's hope that they can have a better performance and potentially take that fight against Curd Squad, because that would be like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, right? That would be you taking out Curd Squad, had a great performance, and put him down a little bit low in the standings, and at the same time getting 4 points for yourself and dominating and getting all the loot from military base. But unfortunately, 1 perfect nade from Hixie will be getting down on 1 member there, Brawlhawk. Can they finish up Arab Champions? Not off to a great start once again, and I'm pretty sure that the res will not be coming on through. And they're trying to run over the members here.
Look at the snipers.
What is going on here? Okay, they find another member of Arab Champions. This is a serious fight, and you got a goofy fight on the other side, so that's fine. They do get a flush. They're going to try and find the res on top of Brawlhawk. Now, slowly but surely, Curd Squad, they're going to be closing up on the Arab Champions. And it just...
what is happening?
What is going on?
Oh my god! What
They
is
were just
happening?
running all around.
I love the fact that it's 3 guys running after him, and
Oh,
then you
finally,
have the
again, I got him.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Faisal's dead.
I
That's
like how
gonna be the
like 3
last.
guys just running behind him, just running. That must be the funniest thing I saw in PUBG competitive ever.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez, I love that. But look at that. Curd Squad back to the fight. Still 4 members, 4v3 versus Arab Champions. And they're going to be exploding mid-air. That was an interesting one. But Higgsy's going to be really proactive and really far on that front line. But he has another nade chucked up in his hand. It seemed like he just got it. Oh, he's still going to try and chuck it over. He had a good nade earlier. Got Brawlhawk knocked. And he found another good one. Not too sure, but let's check that out. Just chuck it up. Not going to be doing too much, unfortunately.
Yeah, but look there. You got team number 3 as well jumping into the fray very soon. The side of Alcacer's team. Let's see if they're going to be a third partying this, as Yain's going to be taking quite a lot of damage there. That's an insane trade, but they managed to trade 1 for 1. Hickse gets knocked down as well. Let's see how Curd Squad actually handled the pressure coming in from the Arab Champions here. Yeah. On the side of the military base island. Arab Champions, we saw them before in the second and third qualifier. Not the best performance, and honestly, it looks like this is second qualifier Arab Champions, not third qualifier Arab Champions.
Feels bad, man. I hope they can try and take this one back. But look at that. The deadly shot. Find a knock for themselves.
Yeah, can you spell out his name?
Jolubu. That's what it looked like a G and a U. I was like, I don't know.
Not even close.
I'm trying my best, okay? Here it is. The rush is coming out. And actually, that's going to be team of Alcacer. They're getting involved. Going to try and third party this one. They haven't all their members got knocked away. Curd Squad only have Ahmed remaining, and they're going to be eliminated in 14th position. That's a huge upset. Now, Alcacer, their fight is not done. They're picking a fight with Arab Champions. Arab Champions are going to try and come in clutch. They got the res back up earlier on Yain, but a boomer going to be knocked away. Just has that nade. I'm pretty sure it's a nade. They're going to try and chuck it over in their direction, and that could be spelling desolation. And they gets chucked, and that actually gets another knock on top of Brawlhawk. Now Arab Champions, only going to be Yain remaining there, but they're not going to go for the flashes. There's going to be 1 bleed out from a boomer, not going to be remaining alive, unfortunately. But they are so low. This fight is so close, and still Arab Champions can take it, but as I say that, unfortunately, Gonna see Alcas's team. They all get res back up to about 75% HP for a few of them, and there it is. The Rab champions get eliminated in 13th position. They get a bunch of kills, but that is still not the kind of performance the Arab champions needed to just make up for their last game.
Yeah, and I believe Alcacer's team came out with an insane amount of kills as well this early on in the game. We'll find out soon enough how many they actually secured. But now we're setting our sights to the deadly shot here with their skirmish against Tarbak's team as they try to start sieging up this building here. Saw's going to try and go for the trade with the captain himself, but not able to secure the down just yet. Right now it's a 3v3 because you already have one of the members down. You can see Albaron's going to go for a rush as well, and Tarbak's going to get instantly taken out here. And that's going to be team number 2 eliminated, and the deadly shot get themselves 4 quick kills. And off to another flying start here in the second and last game of Erangel, as the third and fourth games of the day will be decided on Miramar.
Exactly. I want to talk real quick. Let's not forget the last game, 4th position, went over to the deadly shot. And was only 2 members. That was Albaron and Saw. Now they have Ice Shot and Push X. They're going to be joining the fray. They're up as a 4-man squad. They already picked a really, really good fight, really good communication and synergy in that skirmish. So I think they're going to be a pretty big contender, you know what, today. I feel like they're in the mood to get those chicken dinners, get those kills, and play really aggressively, which is going to be always rewarding because kills are just so worth it in these kind of point-standing rules. So these kind of teams, they're going to be rewarded heavily if they can pull off good engages. Look at that here. It's going to be... It's tied.
Does he have a sword with him?
Does he have a sword? There's a skin where it's like a sword. Yeah, there's a sword skin. Like a samurai skin. Which is really cool, actually. I don't have it. I'd like to have it. Please give it to me, guys.
PUBG Mobile, Pringles Arabia, Millennium Arabia. Just shout out to you guys. And also give us free stuff. Anyways.
We want Pringles. We want all the skins. We want everything, okay? We're entitled brats. That's what we are. We're casters, you know? That's what we are. There you go.
All right, well, let's see here. Team number 1, it is going to be none other than UAE Skills team. I don't think we've actually seen these guys at all in the first game. I don't think we noticed them.
Not too much, yeah. They were just doing their own little thing. They got taken out like mid-game. So not having really the chance to shine all that much. Unfortunately, they're going to go for a rotation. I'd like to see where this first circle shift is. I don't think we had the chance to really see a big zoomed out version of the minimap yet with the phase 1 circle. But it is closing up right now. So it's going to be interesting to see.
That it is. Let's see where they're going to be rotating anyways. They're going to be coming in here to... I guess there's not really any teams around them at the moment, so they're going to be pretty fine for now. They're not going to get a lot of attention towards them.
I mean, it's kind of normal. We already lost 5 teams. We already lost 5 teams in the start, and it's still phase 1 circle. Like, it is good.
That's pretty insane.
Quickly. Yeah, it is insane.
But it's going to relax, I think. I think it's going to be a little bit more chill in the next few minutes as well. We're not going to be seeing quite a lot of action because now it's 11 teams. They're going to be pretty spread out over the next few minutes. So I'm just expecting people to kind of think about where the circle's going to be in 2 or 3 or 4 shifts.
Demons.
And trying to get yourself in the best position. Meanwhile, okay.
Snake just roll over himself, apparently. They just crashed the compound. Okay.
He's inside the house.
I don't know how that worked out.
Well, okay. For some reason, I imagined that he crashed the buggy and he just flew through that window.
That would be great, but you know he's just pulled back up the stairs. But that would be really comical if that did happen. Just get catapulted inside there. Oh, here it is. Gonna have a circle, kind of similar to last game. Not as much on the west, but it's a little bit more central north. That means still got the likes of Stolber in circle shifts, Yasnaya, Pollyanna. So the next circle shift is going to be really important because this river is once again going to be taken into consideration pretty heavily. Last game on game 1, no teams really played the edge of river compound, which I think are great, but here it is. Team 16, 963 squad. They're going to be going past the compound of V-Team. V-Team that had a little bit of a struggle last game. Still had 1 member remaining at the end. It was Hunter, but unfortunately got scouted out, and that huge nade came out from 963 squad. Did take them out. So actually 963 squad was the team that took out V-Team in game 1. So can I repeat that amount of success? We'll see, but they're going for the car move here when you know the team is just around the corner. That is extremely dangerous. They're going to laser up through. Just connecting a few bullets left and right. Nothing quite significant, but they still scout out. And actually, that's going to be turned into now a 4v2 scenario because 2 members of V-Team just completely left the scene. But it seems like despite that happening, they're not going to commit to it quite yet. So I'm not really sure what the game plan is of V-Team right now. Like, they're trying to put maybe their eggs in different baskets and trying to have as much chance to escape that fight as possible. But we saw in the last qualification phase, they've been picking really good fights. They have a lot of potential, and I think that here they could pick the fight versus 963 squad because they have the compound, they have the better chance of picking it, but they just split instantly when they saw the potential fight was going to break out. So not too sure what the shot call was there from V team, but we'll have to see if it does pay out against 963 squad.
Well, I was kind of thinking that maybe they just got in the car, try and rotate and come at these guys
Oh, they're leaving. Okay.
from a different angle, but that doesn't seem to be the plan here because they're still pretty far out. I don't think you can actually be in a position to spot them out at this point. And it looks like they are going to be bugging out here, just regrouping together a little bit closer to the beach, and that just means that 963 squad get to mind their own business as well. Go back to your vehicles and see where you're going to end up and where you want to position yourself, as the circle is going to be shifting within the next 2 minutes here. Now, looking towards Demons. Snake, you should not be driving anymore. Please stop. just don't do it. But I do want to go for a quick rundown of the points. I know we might not have had a quick look at the standings before, but Kurt Squad, now that they're out of the game, they still have 24 points. They're still in the lead. So you need a good performance from the likes of the Snipers and the Deadly Shot, or even Akatsuki team at this point, to kind of dethrone them and take them down from that first place spot. And then don't forget, Kurt Squad were incredible on Erangel. Miramar isn't something that they handle well.
They didn't stand out.
So if they don't stand out on Miramar. The likes of the Deadly Shot, the Real Deal, Nemesis Clan, Divine Vendetta, Demons, hell, even the Snipers had great performances on Miramar. Those games on Miramar were the ones that got them into the finals. And you're going up against the likes of Kurt Squad in the next 2 games as well after this, in a map where their performance is a little bit lackluster. So I think for Kurt Squad, because they got eliminated from this map already, it's such a huge loss from them. Unless they somehow practice quite a lot of Miramar for this tournament specifically, if their performance is like that of the first qualifier that we've seen, I wouldn't be too happy going into those next 2 games as well. I would definitely need to up my A game, get a better strategy, and just get a better idea of where I want to be and what kind of plans I want to execute when it comes to Miramar. But we're not there yet. We're still on the second game of Erangel of the day. And we still have 11 teams on board with 42 players alive. And I'm very curious to see how this game is going to be progressing with Kurt Squad out of the story here.
Definitely going to be a little bit easier for these other teams. We did see then the phase 2 circle shifting very high up north, still having a little above coastline. I do believe in circle. We'll have to try and keep an eye out for that when the minimap does pop up. A few teams going to try and go up north. No, maybe a little bit similar to what we had with Kurt Squad in game 1. It was just go for the straight up coastline up north, focus on the 180 degrees of land mass in front of you, and no risk of already getting third party. It's still there, but it's a lot less likely to happen. So if you just want to play the safe early game, that is kind of rotation you want to try and go for. Or, as I said earlier, go for the river compounds and try and shut down rotations, because it's going high up north. That means that some teams are potentially going to cross through the bridges, and we saw that already start to happen towards the likes of Ruins. We have like 2-3 bridges close to Ruins and a few teams going for that split and that shift. So if you can try and hold that, it can be really rewarding just to get a bunch of flushes, deny rotations, or just also grant yourself a bit of information on which teams are going in which kind of direction, and then where you can try and set yourself up in the future. You can see here, so many teams are going through that. And one team is actually holding it really well, it's Divine Vendetta, but unfortunately no team seem to go in their general direction. Maybe that's going to be the case of Team 3, Alcasa team, or V team of their teams can try and maybe go in that kind of similar direction. Same for the side of Nemesis Clan, Team 8 in the southern side of George Pole. They can try and hold that too. But Demons, Snake, got knocked again. I don't know if it was a car this time, but something happened.
No, it was the Real Deal, I believe. They were taking a few shots at him, and I think that was an M24, I want to say, from the Real Deal across the river here. I believe it was Jano with that sniper shot, but now you can see that high ground. I do love the positioning of the Real Deal at the moment.
Yeah, me too.
They have, considering the position of the circle, you know that a lot of these teams are going to have to cross that river. And because you have that little bit of a high ground, that gives you a lot more information and a lot more area to scout out and just know where these teams are going to be coming from. So you know which position is going to be the best one as the circle shifts in the next few minutes as well. So I do really like the move here that the Real Deal have made. They haven't gotten themselves any kills yet. And at the moment, they're standing in 6th place with 5 points, tied with Nemesis Clan. So they definitely need to up their game this time around if they want to get themselves in contention for the top 6 spot. Or, of course, that first place spot to get themselves the lion's share of the $20,000 prize pool that we have.
taking a few shots there. Jano going to be put a little bit lower, 2/3 HP remaining. He's going to be fine still. Going to be going over to the side of the Influencer team. UAE skills. Going to have a 8 Nemesis. They got a little bit closer. They scouted the compound. They're like, oh, this compound is taken over. We are just going to let this one fly away. Not really a need to pick a fight at this stage, especially in phase 2. But talking about phase 2, it's slowly going to be closing up. Be interesting to see where phase 3 is going to be taking some of these teams. But the real deal, they have all the information on 963 squad. Be careful, the scout here. Kevin, you are scouting. Don't get too far away from your team. But look at that. The deadly shot as a 4-man squad in one car. They might get in a lot of trouble. But Demons also shifting away from their compound. And 2 members going to be knocked away. Look at that. Alex will be normally getting flushed out. Moy tried to go for the res. He's going to try and cross back to the building. But I'm pretty sure that should be a kill happening really, really shortly for their side. 7.
I'm pretty sure Alex is nothing but like Swiss cheese at this point because of the shots of the amount of DP shots that he sustained at the end of that trade. He should be able to get revived though, but looks like the real deal might have caused a little bit of a racket around this area. So you can see the 963 squad, they know they're there and Demons are given a window to escape. Meanwhile, Akatsuki going for an engage here. They will not get the win here as Matrix is going to be the one that gets knocked down, but how will Itachi respond?
Naruto. Oh, Itachi's going to respond and unfortunately going to get shot down right away. But Naruto is going to be was the last chance of Gara. Gara going to be slowly trying to join the fray. Does get an extra knock on top of Alex. That's going to be great. Can they turn in anything extra? I'm not too sure. Naruto gets a headshot. Once again, it's going to be Gara. 1-man army for the side of Akatsuki. Does spot out Melonas in the distance. They can't really get him. And the rest should be happening on top of Alex. Not too sure, but they're going to try and flush Itachi and Matrix potentially there. And that's going to be a really good fight going over to Alcasa team. And they should be able to get the bunch of reses. Still, they lost 1 member, which is really unfortunate. It will be happening. And as I say, that Matrix does bleed out. It's going to be an extra kill for them. And they find Itachi too. So that's going to be a bunch of juicy kills going in direction of Alcasa team.
Wait, Alcaster's team, wasn't that the team that also... Yeah, that's team number 3 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's also the team that eliminated Arab champions as well as Kurd squad. So these guys must have an insane amount of kills already with still 11 teams on the board. These guys are responsible for eliminating 3 out of the 5 teams that have been eliminated from this game so far. That's insane considering that they came all the way from the south side in military base. And now we're all the way towards the northern side of the map here. But I do want the producers to actually hover on the team. I want to see how many kills these guys actually have, because it has to be something like maybe 8, 9, 10 kills, I want to say, considering they eliminated 3 teams. Maybe they might have snaked a few kills here and there as well on their way to their current location. I do want to find out that information because that is already one hell of a start to the second game for these guys. And they're definitely in a really good position to take over and take control of first place away from the side of Kurt squad here.
I'm sure they're already popping off in terms of kills. Going to see the circle shift go a little bit down to the side of Roshawk. Shooting range going to be a little bit in the circle, but still now the high ground is going to be really important for these teams. That's what we're going to see Alcasa team hold a really, really good position. And a few teams going to have to rotate also through the west. Divine Vendetta has a really easy entry point, but the river is going to be a little bit scary, especially you can see on that western side, 963 squad and Demons. Demons, they're in a kind of scary situation where they have to transforce in circle because they're a little bit out of circle right now, just a little bit by a few meters. So they might get gatekeeped by 963 squad. Also, I wanted to address something real quick on the stream. Some people might be thinking also that, you know, because they're influencer teams, they haven't really made it through the qualification phase, maybe they don't deserve to be here. You can see that these teams have been pulling off great performances just on the 2 first games already. So they're 100% deserve, and they have top tier players on their squad, so a lot of great players coming in their way. I'm potentially going to see them take the win. Like, Alcasa team are running away with a really good lead in this game, as you just mentioned earlier, in terms of kills. So they 100% deserve to be here, and they have a lot of people supporting them too. So it's really fun to see what they can pull off in this second game right now. As UAE skills, another influencer team going to find the same entry point as Divine Vendetta. They're going to go through the western side, go down through the south. But Divine Vendetta are going to be following that pass and get away from the side of V-Team. As V-Team going to hold the western entry point. Not much is going to really happen. It's a plateau. They don't have a really good angles to shoot down people. But look at that. Demons holding this dip. Imagine one nade dropping in there.
Look at the 4 cars.
Imagine one nade there.
And it's just going to be a chain reaction of car explosions and corpses burned to a crisp by the end of it. But it looks like the Demons are deciding, you know what? We don't want to be here. This is a horrible idea. They're going to be rotating out of it. with a few of these cars, and I do like this spread. Even though, yes, you're making a lot of noise with those vehicles, but at this point, you're bound to be spotted by some team, and it's better to be spread out than all to be in the one car. Now we're going to be looking towards the deadly shot here, and Gara from the side of Akatsuki team in the circle inside that shooting range. Meanwhile, the deadly shot sitting comfortably with 4 kills, as well as third place with 11 points. So they're keeping up the consistency
Oh, nice.
of their performance. Meanwhile, Fragger, living up to his name, able to get it down on 1. That's going to be the second as well. Could this be the end of the side of Alcacer's team, as they're getting absolutely rushed here? And Nemesis are able to secure all. They just eliminated Alcacer's team.
That was the fastest breach I've seen. That they got a nade, like, okay, we got man advantage 100%, let's breach it. We still got 4 members. Boom, 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 all dead. Perfect. Like, it's very by the book kind of gameplay, but it worked out. It works out so well. Like, why not?
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because I don't know how many kills they had.
Oh, you want to? We'll see
I just wanted to know
eventually.
how many kills they had, man. But okay, that's fine. I can live with it, because now we're gonna have a little look at the snipers here. 4 kills already. These guys are currently holding second place, tied with the deadly shot here at 11 points apiece. Let's see how these teams will be able to progress, as we're now down to 10 teams and 35 players alive on the second to last game of Erangel. Let's see how they're going to be able to progress, as Kurt Squad's eliminated and the likes of Divine Vendetta are down to like 2 members as well. Demons not having the best of time when it comes to their rotations. Like, some of these teams are in some tough spots, and you can see teams that win perfect positions. And right now, Reek is going to be able to get it down onto Ghost Camp. He doesn't see the second member. He's right there. Oh wait, why did I think that was an enemy?
No, I was like, wait. I was like, oh, he's seeing people that I can't see right now. What is going on?
I was like, is he? Why? Because I thought that Divine Vendetta was down to 2 members, and I was like, why isn't he resing him? He's right. Oh wait, they're on the same team.
Friendly fire, boom.
This is why friendly fire is not allowed in PUBG Mobile.
But they're going to see then the last member of Akatsuki, Gara, to survive the encounter earlier with Alcas's team. He's going to snake it up here on shooting range. Not sure if he did give his position away to the deadly shot, so we'll have to keep an eye out for that. So, the real deal. Team 7 on the high ground. They have that compound for themselves. 963 squad. They will be taking a few shots. Not much should really be happening from this. They're just going to be battle really over maybe Nox. And if a Nox has happened, maybe just rush it. You know, with a car. I think they both teams do have a few cars. Taking a few shots there was the SKS. Not going to be doing too much, unfortunately. Still trying to apply a little bit of pressure. Going to try and knock out that door. They can't really have as much protection, which I do like. Always knocking doors is always a good thing in a battle of Nox. It just creates more openings in the building. And you can maybe just... That might just be enough to get an extra knock. Just a few milliseconds where they're trying to get to safety without the door is good enough.
Yeah, well, we'll see what they're going to be able to do here, as I'm still hearing shots being fired from the side of squad number 11. That's going to be V-Team here. Currently holding still firm 5th place with 6 points. Hunter going to get spotted up, I believe, by not UAE skills here. He's going to get into the car here, and that movement coming up from the car will let the side of UAE Skills' team know that the team is going to be making a move, and this gives them an opportunity to kind of get in their own vehicles. I say that as Gara is going to be spotting out the real deal, making their move. It does decide to open fire, or the deadly shot, I believe. But this time he's going to have to make the rotation. Does he know that there's a box right there? It doesn't look opened. That's a free crate right there for Gara, but...
What can they get? They got also 0 kills. That's very unfortunate. Was their fight earlier with Marcus's team. What does he get for himself? He gets the M4. He already had the M4, but I'm not sure if he got anything extra from that. It seemed like he did get a little bit of loot, so still.
No, he has an M4, and is that an AK?
I'm not sure. Well, no, he's gonna have to get himself a pretty good loadout to try and carry as a one-man army. But down now to top 10. Circle shift going to be pretty central. A little bit down south, and the circle is slowly closing up on phase 4. Demons want to move. They go away from their pinch location, away from 963 squad. 963 squad also located a little bit more centrally in circle, and they got a really nice edge of road compound. Well, it's going to be a garage for themselves, the gas station, as a loot crate right in between these two teams, and that's going to be an unfortunately a crate that no one's going to really be able to go for, because otherwise they'll just get completely denied. It's just going to be there, for looks.
Yeah, both teams know it's like no one's gonna go for it. We
at that
know no
circle
one's
shift.
gonna go for it because whoever goes for it is in a lot of trouble. And now you can see the circle shift coming in. That's gonna be forcing the likes of the snipers to make a move. Meanwhile, it is gonna be a 963 squad. And what are they? What are you guys
This car
doing?
is
Stop
not
it.
a trampoline, it's a car, guys. Okay, stop jumping on it. But yeah,
Well, look, if it explodes, you'll get a little bit of a jump if you're still standing on top
yeah,
of it.
you'll
I
just
believe.
lose your legs, but you know, worth it. It's fun.
Yeah,
so.
that's it. Yeah. You'll get to fly for a few seconds, but that's about it.
So, oh, that's a very southern shift, actually. Going to be pretty good for demons. Snipers, they were really proactive and responsive to that circle shift. I really do enjoy what they did there. But also, UAE skills, they are giving away their location. They got a 2-2 split. They're going to try and find a better position in circle. They're going to try and make this one work out. Got back to a full squad now. Gara still in the blue zone. It is phase 4 that we're talking about here. So it does do a little bit more tick damage. But look at that. Demons, not looking too good. He's going to be flushed out by, I guess it was snipers in the back of their heads. Demons down now to 3 members, and they're extremely split. They're just very good on their rotations, but you can't afford to be split at that stage of the game. Because you'll just get picked up one by one, and you can't afford yourself to do that. But Snake gets taken out by Khalid with his Scar. And this might be the end of Demon in 9th position if they keep on being so split.
Yeah. I do just want to take this moment to say that my team is actually better than your team. But
Wow.
I mean, it is, right? It's my snipers versus your demons. You might have placed a higher position in your qualifier, but the snipers are doing a better job this time around than, just saying.
Okay.
Superior analyst right here.
We'll have a little
back to
conversation
the
after
game.
this.
Oh, yeah.
Huge nade on Mustafa.
Yeah, baguettes will be involved.
I don't know how to say that one. I'm not too sure. But snipers are going to breach with demons. So it's going to be a pretty nice fight. But unfortunately, Ninja Morocco, he was just alone. And Alligator's not there. If they were sticking together, they could have potentially took that one. But that was a really good synergy and communication on the side of snipers. They would take him. So demons only have an Alligator remaining as a one-man army for demons team. Nemesis, they're going to try and breach through. They're surrounded by so many teams. But they make it actually pretty deep in there, which is really surprising. They're going to come back a little bit into the blue zone. Look at that. Team 11, B team, going to have 2 members knocked away. Cross taking quite a heavy hit too. 2 members remaining. Can they make the moves? Can they make the plays? I'm not too sure. But every team is picking a fight on this northwest shift. It's absolutely insane. They're all fighting for position in circle. The cross gets knocked away. Now 1 member remaining, unfortunately, on the side here of V team. And this might be the next team to go out in 9th position. He's gonna try and
The
snake it
Thanos
up.
snap is coming very, very soon. I can feel it. Look at the play zone, just knocking them out one by one as the snipers are picking off these kills. And now they're getting themselves up to 8 kills with 9 teams left alive. But I'm pretty sure that's going to drop to like 4 or 5 in the next few short moments. Because we have a lot of teams with bleeding members. And again, the snipers are in such a good position with the circle shift. And you said it before, it was due to how proactive they were when the first shift came over for phase 4, I believe. They instantly repositioned and then slowly but surely kept getting themselves in a better and better position with every shift of the circle. And now, with the 8 kills that they've gotten, they're going to be increasing their odds here as the real deal are going to be taking down 963 squad. They already downed 1 or 2 of the members. And these guys are not in the best position to keep the fight against the likes of the real deal and the deadly shot. They're fighting on so many different fronts right now.
What I love is the circle is exactly on top of Alligator of Demons. So all the teams are going to surround him, and he's just hoping for the best that he doesn't get scattered out by anyone. But look at all these teams. Oh my god! This is absolute mayhem. Phase 6 still got 9 teams, 8 teams, I just say. Castle Curse right there. Visal got eliminated. Very unfortunate for the
Here
setup.
comes the snap!
But yeah, they're going to try and slowly get a little bit higher up. They did lose one of their members on top. So down to now 2 members, Hamzi and Baoka. They do make it a little bit closer. Still in the back, they have the deadly shot up there. But here it is. Hamzi going to be knocked away. 1 member remaining is going to be Baoka for their team of 963 squad. They're going to try and breach the compound, but that's going to be a big fat no. Down to now top 6. And so many teams are losing all their members. And Alligator's just there. He's just like, okay, just ignore
hi
me.
guys, I'm
Keep doing
part of
your
the
thing.
action too. It's like I'm part of the action too. We're down to 5 teams. You got the snipers, you got 963 squad, alongside UAE skills, demons, and none other than the real deal. Let's see who's gonna be coming out on top. Who's gonna be getting their chicken dinner of the day on the last time we're playing here for Erangel. Let's see who's gonna be stealing that away. And I love the circle shift, and I like these spread out kind of strategy that the snipers are going for, covering as much ground as possible so they know where these teams are going to be rotating from. But that does mean that they are in the open here. And of course, with the third-person view that you have, it is going to be a little bit easier to spot out those teams. But look at this from 963. He's a little bit towards the right side of the snipers. He can see all of them, but he doesn't want to open himself up to the gunfire of all these squads, because you only have 2 teams that are actually four full members. As you can see now, Alligator gets 1 down, but will he be able to get more, as the real deal will take him out? Now we're down to 4 teams as the snipers try to go for a little bit of a retreat here. They don't want to lose their member just yet, and they want to be in a better position before going for this fight. Meanwhile, NGT from 963 squad is still sneaking up, and look at all these grenades coming out. The snipers are taking a hammering from the real deal here.
A little bit of a hard time. You can try and maybe third party and pick the fight on the snipers. They have the smoke working in his favor just a little bit, so he can actually get a little bit closer to the person there to get back in circle. He's in circle right now, with the real deal picking a huge fight versus UAE Skills team. And UAE going to be unfortunately using an extra member. Ninja and Fry going to be remaining on their side, but they got scattered out. They know exactly where they're located, and it ain't looking good for them. The Steel Ninja, oh, they do lose him. That's a little bit unfortunate there. But now down to now top 3.
Yeah, you got 963, the real deal. And the side of the snipers, I believe Khaled's the only one from the snipers as well. Not in the best positions. You need to get as many points as possible here to catch up to the likes of Kurt's squad, who are currently in first place with 24 points. Let's see how they deal with it, as the real deal is, I believe, 4 members. This is going to be insanely hard for Khaled or 963 squad to win this. It's going to be super easy for the real deal, but let's see if they manage to seal it here, as it is going to be Khaled who is in the circle, but he's going to be taking quite a lot of shots, and that should be the real deal taking him out here. I don't think they managed to secure him. They don't seem like... I don't even see his health bar right now, but you see all 4 members are there. He's going to get taken out, and that is going to be the snipers in third place. The real deal 4v1 as 963 squad. Oh.
Should go for it. Like, we saw the kill feed. We saw there was 2 knocks on the side of the real deal.
Wait, I think he's throwing a grenade. Will he be able to actually get them here? No, it's going to be a Molotov. It doesn't land. It doesn't go even close to them. Oh, no. I think he might have another grenade, though.
Yeah, he had his chance there for a few seconds to pick a 1v2, and he instantly gets, like, peeked out because he didn't need to throw that Molotov.
That's going to be
exactly where he was. And that's going to be just a great game from the real deal here. Again, a juicy 11 points for themselves. But still, 963 squad, they lost a lot of members pretty early in that mid-game stage, and they still got an extra 5 kills up their sleeve and second position. Pretty good performance all around. But I think should have picked that 1v2. Like, you saw the kill feed, you saw exactly what was going on. That was a prime opportunity for him to pick that 1v2 and potentially take the win away, because they were trying to find that res, and during that time they could not shoot back. They couldn't respond in any way, shape, or form. They could have just found it, I think. But, oh well, still, great game from them, and I can't wait to see what they can try and do in the games of Miramar, the real deal. Get the second chicken dinner of the day.
Yeah, with an incredible performance, I have to say. It was a total of 11 kills. You got the 10 points from that juicy chicken dinner. It's got a total of 21 points combined with the 5 points they already have. That is going to be boosting them to a total of 26. Very good performance. And that is going to be the end of our journey on Erangel, as the next 2 games are going to be settled in the desert in Miramar. And at the end of this day, we will find out who's going to be the inaugural PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup champion.
I'm sad that we didn't have the chance to see Alcus's team points, because you really wanted to see it, so we'll just have to see in the standings.
I mean, yeah, we're going to wait for the standings. We'll find out a little bit more, but of course, once we come back, we'll show you guys the standings, and we'll talk a little bit more about those teams and who we think is going to be progressing a lot better coming into the 3rd and 4th final game of the day, because honestly the teams have been stepping it up massively coming into today's games. I have to give it to the snipers. Their games before on Erangel weren't really the best, but this time around they're consistent. They ended up in the top 3 in both games on Miramar, so I'm very excited to see how they're going to be performing in Erangel, and I'm very excited to see how they're going to be performing in the likes of Miramar, something that they're a little bit more comfortable on.
I think I just heard something. Wait, biased casting for the snipers? What was that? Oh, damn it.
You were a biased caster for the demons. Okay, you don't get to say anything to me. How dare you?
Nah, it's cool. But there you go. That was the 2 games of Erangel. As you said, Erangel, the chapter of Erangel is going to be coming to a close, but we're opening a brand new chapter, which is going to be Miramar. 2 awesome games of Miramar coming your way. Which teams will be dominating the desert map, we'll have to wait and see. Myself and Sandstorm will be going on a very short break. We'll be back in just a few short minutes.
I changed my mind. Now I can have it. Make me feel alive. I've got nothing to hide. Would I go chasing after? I had myself to blame. I knew it meant disaster. My arms went up in flames. I ran until the morning with my heart from my chest. I put my soul into this. I can't control Why do I still try to chase this? I can only hold my breath. All my sanity has gone, and I cannot control myself. I went insane trying to forget, but I hate myself now that I still want it, and I wasted my time. Must be out of my mind. Would I go chasing after? I had myself to blame. I knew it meant disaster. My arms went up in flames. I ran until the morning with my heart from my chest. I put my
Champion. KO.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as we are about to dive into the second half of the action on Miramar for the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. Maxman and I have taken you guys through the journey on Erangel as these teams have been fighting tooth and nail. Because right now, Maxman, if you don't mind, can you put up the standings? And I want to show everyone here at home watching how close the top 4 teams currently are and just how it's just insanely difficult to say who's going to be the better team jumping into the Miramar games just because of how insanely close it is. You got the first place, you got the Real Deal with 26, Kurd Squad with 25, and then the Snipers with 24. So the difference between 10,000 and 2,000 at the moment is currently 2 points between these teams. And I don't know about you, but that's nothing in the world of PUBG Mobile.
Just 1 point. That's 1 kill would have made a difference if you got kills in game 1 or game 2. That is how close it was, because 1 kill, once again, is equivalent to 1 point. And these are going to be extremely close. We saw, unfortunately, in the past, Kurd Squad, Real Deal, Miramar, not quite their true cup of tea, but the Snipers, they pretty much enjoyed their games on Miramar on the second week of qualification phase. So, I'm going to be looking out for the Snipers to potentially just take that first position for themselves. But be careful, we have a few other teams that had a pretty good amount of success on Miramar, such as Demons that are, in 9th position. They could potentially try and grind back up. They only got 8 points, but it's still potential to get back up if you have
biased
a performance.
casting? Is that biased casting?
Okay, I'm gonna destroy you. But yeah, like Demons, also go Divine Vendetta. They have a lot of potential. We saw them pull pretty decent rotations on the side of Miramar, and it's not over quite yet, for some of these teams. But you can already see that some teams are running away with a pretty significant lead. Mainly going to be the top 3, top 4 with Deadly Shot. Still 18 points. That's only just, 8 extra points behind Deadly Shot. So you can, Deadly Shot is about 8 points behind the Snipers that are in 3rd position. So it's not done yet, but you only have 2 more games. Right? So you have to have 2 really good games for all of the other teams to come back up in this game. Even Clan X with 0 points, or AOD team can come back in this game if they just have a good performance. They just need to be consistent on these 2 next games on Miramar.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't seen anything about Clan X in the first 2 games, which is pretty damn surprising considering they were one of the teams that actually came out in first place in their qualifier with 66 points, I believe, 3 points ahead of 2nd place. So I'm not too sure what's happening with Clan X, but at this point, I would say the bottom 4 teams, it's going to be insanely difficult for them to come back in this game right now because the difference is currently 20 plus points between them and first place. But don't forget, we have prizes that trickle down from 1st all the way till 6th place this time around. 1st place goes away with 10,000, 2nd place with 5, 3rd place with 2,000, and then of course 4th, 5th, and 6th place will be going home with $1,000 each. And I don't know about you, but 250 per person, that's not bad for playing a few games. I'll still take it.
I think everyone would take that. I would like to play. I would participate if I could, but these players.
Yeah, but you're bad.
Exactly, they're way better than me. I can trash talk myself. I'm a big boy, Sandstorm. Thank you very much. But
yes,
but
no, that's the thing. I trash talk you for you. It's fine.
Oh, that's so. Oh, thank
you hired me to do
You're
that.
So thoughtful. Wow.
It's what co-casters are for, man. Only if you do the same for me. Like, that's how this works. It's back and forth.
Praise. Good.
But yeah, we should be jumping into the 3rd game of the day. It's gonna be the first game of Miramar. So Kurd Squad, that's gonna be one of the teams that I'm gonna be keeping my eye out for because I want to see how they're gonna be performing on this map, considering that their performance hasn't been the best when it comes to Miramar. Snipers, they've been coming out swinging every single time we've seen them on Miramar. They've had incredible performances despite sometimes not even having a full squad like we've seen before with other teams as well on today's Erangel games. And of course, the likes of the Real Deal and the Deadly Shot, Nemesis Clan, these guys always had insanely good rotations when it comes to phase 4 and afterwards. Those shifts and how proactive they are to those shifts is absolutely phenomenal to see, to be honest. And because they're always able to get into a good position when the shift occurs, that kind of makes it so easy for them to control the rest of the game and keep themselves in the top 2 or even get themselves that chicken dinner by the end of the game as well. So we have a lot of teams that are currently in the top 8 that we expect to have an insane performance on. And of course, I actually want to give a shout out to Divine Vendetta and Akatsuki team, because those two teams as well have had incredible performances on Miramar as well. So honestly, every single one of these teams coming into this map has a little bit of a background, and we'll get some time to discuss it once we actually jump into the game, and then we'll discuss where they're dropping and why they actually picked those specific locations to drop in as well.
I'm really hoping to see Akatsuki have a good game on Miramar. The reason why they got Gara, which is the Sand Ninja, like they have to win. It's not Gara needs to solo carry this game. You're looking at me with you're just judging me so hard right now, aren't you?
Slightly.
I can just see it in your eyes.
I don't like it because here's the thing. You can see me, but I can't see you. That's the problem.
That's it. I'm in fear. I'm scared that you're gonna just come at me and just destroy me because I did another anime reference. But there you go. So yeah, also one thing I want to talk about is the side of Kurt Squad. So we talked about them in the past. They didn't have a great amount of good results. It was mainly all the results that would get them on the Wrangle. Then Miramar, they'll just be like low end consistent, and they would get a bunch of points, but nothing quite significant enough for them to potentially get a higher position, because right now they're in second position, 1 point behind first position. But also, if we go back to the PUBG Mobile Club Open in Berlin, the prelims, I also saw them play on Miramar quite a fair bunch, and even then, Miramar was not their cup of tea. They really had a hard time being consistent, getting good results on Miramar, and that's why I'm really expecting, as you said, I hope that they did work on it and train it, because even after PMCO prelims in Berlin, even after that, they haven't really improved that much on Miramar. So I hope that this time they realize, maybe look back on the stream, took the fair bit of criticism and feedback from us casters and also for the Arabic stream, and tried to apply that to their gameplay and show what they could do. But anyways, enough chit chat for myself and Sandstorm. We're going to be jumping into game at number 1 of Miramar. Going to be happening very soon, and it's going to be a very eastern focused playing path.
Yeah, let's see how these teams are going to be dropping. Some of the locations that we talked about before, and it was kind of unexpected, is some teams were actually dropping towards the likes of Campo Militar. We saw a lot of people dropping towards La Cobrillera as well. Hacienda hasn't been getting that much attention. The likes of Impala had quite a few teams. Los Leones, though, one of the biggest places on the map, surprisingly, barely got any attention in the games that we've seen throughout the qualifiers. And the likes of Chumacera as well had a few teams as well. So, like, there are some places where you'd think a lot of teams drop, but they don't. And then there's areas that you rarely see people drop when you're playing on your own or with your friends on PUBG Mobile. You just don't drop to those locations because they're either too far away or the loot isn't really the best. And one of those, from my perspective, would be Minas del Sur as well. It's just so far towards the south, and rotating towards, let's say, if you get a northern eastern circle, the rotation is going to kill you. And of course, because you're driving in such an open area and how Miramar is built, it makes it easy for a lot of the teams to just take so many shots at you. But enough talking about the map. Let's see where those guys are going to be going. And once more, we're looking at the side of team number 16. That is going to be, I believe, 963 squad. Those were one of the teams that always dropped in an isolated location, and they just tried to take control of the game from there, like we've seen in the last game on Erangel. But let's see how the Arab champions, with their performance in Erangel, it hasn't really been the best. And I believe that these two games need to be chicken dinners if they're going to be able to get themselves back in the game. Because otherwise, it's not going to be possible for them to catch up to the likes of the teams that we have right now, like the Real Deal, Kurt Squad, and the Snipers, and even the Deadly Shot, who are 4th place with 18 points. It's just too difficult for them to catch up, but it's still possible. Because we've seen games before, Maxman, where we've had an insane amount of teams just get 20, 21 kills, 15, 16 kills, and a chicken dinner. And they get themselves from the likes of 16th and 8th position all the way to top 4.
I mean, that's what
absolutely
did.
insane.
That's what
yeah,
did.
that's exactly
That's what Demons, the Snipers did. Like, a lot of teams did that in the qualification phase. Can they do it in the grand finals with only two games remaining? That is the big question. Graveyard going to be taken over by Kurt Squad, so that's where they're going to go for this time around. I don't think in the past we saw them drop, actually, in the qualification
I think
phase
they
here
dropped in
Graveyard.
Graveyard before it, if I'm not mistaken. I think they
just
might
don't-
have
I just
dropped
don't
here
have the impression
before
they stay
once.
there for a long period of time. They just rotate
No, they
really
don't.
efficiently. They're going to actually get really close to V Team. As what? 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 Okay. How did that work out? I'm not too sure, but I guess PUBG stuff right there. On the yeah, I don't know. Don't ask. Stuff happens. I guess.
I'm still stuck. Okay. All right. Oh, I mean, sure, that happened. We'll get past it as we're going to be taking a quick look at Nemesis, who are currently in 6th place with 12 points. They're just within, claiming themselves some free money from the tournament, and they're going up against the likes of team number 1, which is, I believe, is that Abu Iyad's team? No, that's UAE Skills team, who are currently in 10th place with 5 points. Oh yeah, Al-Qasr's team got 10 points, by the way. I think they had a total of 10 kills. They had a total of 10 points in the last game when they were eliminated by the real deal.
Feels bad they couldn't go any further in positioning points. That would have been a great performance for them. But yes, going to see UAE Skills apparently trying to regroup a little bit. Titan on the left side, you can see on your screen. Might be trying to pull off a flank if they do give away their defensive positioning. A few shots do connect on top of Captain in the back. Seem like they don't really turn that into anything extra. I think they are going to slowly try and close up. In the background, you have a few members of Divine Vendetta. I can see on my screen the one and only Sandstorm dancing like his life depends on it. That is really interesting. Thank you very much for that private dance.
I don't know about you. The stream can't see it, so you're probably telling a lie. Just saying.
Wow, okay.
So
Back onto the game because it's way more entertaining than your dancing.
no, it's not, okay?
Yes,
My
it
dancing's
is.
amazing.
Ninja gets knocked away. Gonna have a little bit of a hard time. Fry extremely low after that res, but seem like the Nemesis gonna have a little bit of a hard time committing to this. But Captain gonna get rushed by Frag and Escobar. 1v2 in this building. Will they find it, or will a 1v2 clutch happen for Captain? We'll have to wait and see. Just take a few shots trying to pre-fire on top of Fragger. Seem like they will not quite work out. A nade would be good. I'm not sure if they really have it. He does have a shotgun for Escobar. That would be really good to just find that rush, but it is going to go for the rush. He does get to the first site building here. Can try and get it, but Fry got knocked away again. Same for Skills. He's going to be the last chance, but that will not be working out whatsoever. UAE Skills, the Influencer team, Team 1, will be eliminated in 15th position. Very unfortunate, but still a really good rush coming out from Nemesis Clan. But now Divine Vendetta, in the back of their head, haven't got scouted out. This is maybe their chance to try and third-party this while they're trying to recover from that skirmish.
Yeah, exactly. And this is still going to be one hell of a start for the side of Nemesis Clan. Full
Dead center.
squad elimination.
Wow.
And the fact that they haven't lost a single member. That's always the perfect kind of trade in the early game. Get 4 kills, eliminate a whole squad, don't lose anything, and then just upgrade the equipment of your team. Just give yourselves better odds going into the later stages of the game. And I definitely like this kind of circle here. Pretty central, and that kind of allows all those teams to not really be under a lot of pressure in the early stages of the game. But that also means that we're going to be seeing quite a lot more action when it comes to, because I'm seeing the 3 teams right now. Team number 11, 13, and 14. Kurt Squad, Deadly Shot, and V Team. They're all pretty close to each other if you're looking at the map, and I'm waiting for some chaos to ensue between those 3 teams. And then for the rest of the teams to just hear out the action and then start rotating towards them, as Abu Iyad in the full-on mummy suit right now.
I mean, it fits the theme of Miramar, right? It's kind of area going to find some mummies, so I like that weapon skin actually on his shotgun.
Would you
That's actually
find?
looking
I mean,
nice.
I was gonna say, would you find mummies in a desert? And yeah, you kind of do.
Yeah, but you're not going to find in Vikendi or Sandhawk or anything, are you? I mean, maybe Sandhawk.
I mean,
I
you
have a few temples in Sandhawk actually. So
Yeah, true. That's exactly where you would find mummies.
man, imagine if they added a pyramid, and oh, that'd be so cool. Actually, I would absolutely love that. Having a nice juicy pyramid. How can pyramids be juicy? Don't ask me. I don't know, but it's just how I say
A pyramid
things.
of cheese. But that's still not juicy though. That's just cheesy. If you melt it, it can be juicy. I don't know.
I don't know. I think we're going too deep into this. You know what? I think we're.
Yeah. I feel like your French side is coming out. With the cheese.
But
so
you're
I'm
the one
just
who
gonna-
mentioned cheese. I didn't say anything.
I mean, yeah, that's my fault.
Yeah. There you go.
You see, it's the
Demons-
French influence. It's hitting me, okay?
Oh,
I still
okay.
blame you for that.
I got like an area of effect of like
Yeah, you have
It's
an
like my
aura
passive.
about you.
It's like my passive
Yeah.
skill. Yeah, Nemesis, after their good fight earlier, they're going to be trying to find a rotate. They find a pretty good central location on a crossroad section. You can try and see and get a little bit of information for themselves. V team, they go away from Kurt squad, so that fight will not be happening. And V team can just hold here the mines for themselves. And just hold it. Yeah, just not really much to happen here. They got a nice amount of loot. It's pretty split and kind of put all around this compound, so they can just take a few minutes to get that. The phase 1 circle is slowly going to be closing up as the team, which I will not speak the name, is rotating for themselves.
team.
And
Or
I'm
team
not even going to try. Just by respect
I
for the
told
team,
you.
I'm not gonna
I
try.
told you. It's Tarba. Yeah. So you have the down. So there you go. It's Tarba.
Can I just call them? Is that okay? No? Careful, team is going for their rotation.
Oh god. Oh man.
Yeah, they're getting away from water treatment in the open. No teams. Oh, no teams. I lied. I lied right there. Nemesis clan are right around the corner. They see them running through the fields. They're going to take them down one by one. And in the distance is going to be Sad X7. Will be one of their last chances. You have another member of a little bit higher up on the mountainside. I don't think he's going to be really much of assistance, and unless they pop all the smokes and all the utility that they have, they do pop a smoke there. But even then, that's just not going to happen. They do reposition a little bit. Venom finds the M24 shot. Gets that kill confirmed for his team. Nemesis clan popping off in the start of this game. Greatly done. That X is going to try and negate their repositioning to try and get the flushes. But even then, they know they've got the man advantage. They know they can rush it. They know exactly where he's located. They're going to go for the compound breach. And he's not even having his other ally. I'm not sure where he's located, but they're going to breach it. Here it is. Car crash comes on through. And now that X is going to completely overwhelm. Takes a few bullets to the face. Does make it out just a little bit longer. Actually, he's did a pretty good performance. Getting 2 knocks for his team. And Sad X pulling the biggest L I've ever seen. Pulling off an insane move. Sad X, what do you want from me? Now Venom, he's going to be trying to hold a good positioning in the back. Goes get an extra knock. And it's going to be now turned into a 1v1. Sad X versus Venom. He does clap back a little bit with the M4.
I would finish off those kills if I were you. I wouldn't leave it to chance. I would kill every single one of them to make sure that I have points here.
He's doing it.
That's what I would do if I was you. And Venom, trying to see if he can actually save any one of his team. Shot not going to connect this time around, but now it's only Escobar and Fragger left in the building. Escobar is standing a little bit outside. He's going to try and use the smoke to get a quick revive onto Lord here. But Sad X, that was absolutely freaking beautiful, man. 1v3 was able to take down every single one of them. And let's see if Tarbakh team will be able to claim a few more kills for themselves. Now it's going to be a 1v2 scenario. Venom with a Kobe of a grenade. Is it going to connect, though? No, it does not, but it's very close. But Venom does kill Fragger. I'm not sure what that does with the points.
They got 6 kills because they had a really good fight earlier. We saw it.
But no, that's his teammate.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
The grenade killed his teammate. Does that mean that the point gets taken away? Well, it doesn't matter because we're looking at team number 3 here who are attacking V team right now. Alcazar's team already down 2 members. And the 2-2 split that V team have taken doesn't seem to be working for them so well because now it's up to Hunter and Crossed. And I don't know about you, but I would not turn back. I'd just run away at this point.
Never look back, just keep on moving. And they find a little bit of a higher ground so they can try and maybe repick a fight even if they do not have the man advantage. They can try and just get a few peeks. You don't know how that's going to really work out, but it seemed like unfortunately they were going to be in a building. Can't really find any mini 4. Oh, you can get the mini 14 shot. But that spray is just going to connect 1 bullet. It is a little bit harsh when you have kind of positioning to stay consistent on those connections, but look at that. Hixie going to go for the crate. Does get some protection away from the real deal, so he should be safe to loot up here in Picardo. The fight is still going to be ongoing, but really nothing should be happening here. But now that they know, I'm pretty sure that Alcazar's team know exactly that this is the same team that of the 2 members that just got away of V team, right? So they know they need 2 members. They can try and rush it if they really want to, but they have to go uphill, which in third person is never going to be a good thing. So the best thing even for V team is legit just leave the scene entirely and find a different compound away from Alcazar team. That is your best chance right now to survive in this game.
Yeah, well, let's see what they're going to up to go for here. And it looks like they are going to be retreating. They do not want to go for the fight with Alcazar's team. Definitely want to try and just take it a little bit easy right now because they're currently in 8th place. Don't forget, Prizes are going towards the top 6 teams. They see Demons in the distance driving on the road here and up to not go for that direction as well. Meanwhile, a quick shift into the garage of Akatsuki team as they have 3 trucks that need to be pimped out. I'm just waiting for wait, what's his name? The guy from Pimp My Ride. I forgot his name.
I forgot his name. I never watched that show.
Have you never seen
I heard
Pimp
about
My Ride?
it, but I never watched it. Which, yeah.
I'm trying to remember his Exhibit. That's the one.
Oh.
He was the host of the show. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Exhibit to show up and pimp all the cars. Just add like massive monster truck wheels. That'd be pretty awesome.
Man. Have you seen, by the way, the next update? There's going to be helicopters.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be
It's
sick.
going to be in payload only, not in normal games. But imagine if it was in normal games. Like the competitive scene will be like, what the hell is going on right now? The Kurt squad, they're actually surrounded by what 5, 6 teams right now, even maybe 7 soon. So Kurt squad
more
might
kills
get
for
in a
them,
tricky
so.
spot as rap champions. They had a bad amount of success last time to take them over.
Oh!
Had a bit of a good fight, but Hixie, that huge nade will be doing a lot of work. They have the high ground for themselves. Kurt squad are doing pretty good amount of work. But Baby got knocked away. Hamid and Bo, they're going to be the 2 members. That nade is going to be chucked up. If it falls round top of our Arab champions, that's going to be huge. They have to get 2 knocks. Nade going to be doing too much, but Bo is actually going to go for the rush. Gets one flush out instantly with Yuzi. A bleed out from Cafu will be happening. Arab champions now down to only 2 members. And they're not really that high too, but they do go on the high ground of the rock. And now they reverse the steam on the entirety of Kurt squad. And Baby gets taken out, and as Arab champions taking out Kurt squad. What a good fight. But Nemesis
Yeah,
is Divine Vendetta
absolutely.
getting back to each other.
Oh. Well, that was a beautiful play, I have to say, from Arab Champions. Finally, the first sign of light, as now we're going to be seeing Nemesis and Divine Vendetta. Venom versus Dan Muhanna. But let's see who's going to be coming out on top. As Venom, don't forget, is the last member of Nemesis. He is currently holding 7 kills for his team. He wants to get a placement point as well, but looks like he's going to try and run away. But it is going to be Ghost Camp who picks him up. That is going to be Divine Vendetta eliminating Nemesis Clan. But Ghost Camp taking a few shots from the distance. I wonder who's the one taking those shots, though. It is going to be none other than team number 2. And that's going to be Tarbakh team, the ones that we've seen before. The side of Lord, but Don Muhammad is taking a few shots, retaliating here.
A little bit of peak action. Just trying to get a few knocks if they can afford to do it. But even then, I don't know if they got cars. If they don't, they can't really do anything with this situation. So they just got to try and hold their line, get some information. But Arab champions find Alex. Not sure if they can find any more on top of Alca's team. Also get Miri, not quite unfortunately. Modi gonna have to try and just get back. You know, he's got the car. He should be fine. He should be safe. He's got the rocks. He's got the terrain in his favor. But Divine Vendetta, they're going to be rotating away despite having a circle, which is a little bit interesting. But he's going to be put under a lot of pressure. They're going to go for a 2-1 split in these car rotations. And get a little bit more center circle. That's going to actually help a little bit side of the second position team to actually make it in circle a little bit easier. The real deal. They're going to be finding a few kills for themselves. And actually take out a team. I'm not exactly sure which team that was. But they take one out. And now we're down to top 11. Really quickly.
I believe that was team Abu Iyad's team. That would be one of the influencer teams that we've seen. But now we're setting our sights onto the likes of the real deal. We're currently in first place, leading the pack with 26 points, 1 point ahead of Kurt squad and 2 points ahead of the snipers. And we do have an update regarding the situation of Clan X. It looks like they weren't able to connect to any of the games, which is pretty damn unfortunate, considering the journey that these guys have went through to get there. They were disqualified after the first qualifier that they attended, but they came back even stronger and were able to finish in first place. And not being able to see them in the finals is actually pretty sad, to be honest, because they had one hell of a performance and they were always consistent, and their plays and their games on Miramar specifically were just beautiful to see.
It's very unfortunate we're going to not see anything extra from them, but Deadly Shot and Akatsuki going to be picking a fight one-on-one, and it's going to be on the southern section of San Martin. Naruto able to find a few picks there on top of Saw. He's going to have to be a little bit careful of how he positions himself, but Push X got knocked away. Albaron and Saw back to the 2-man squad we had in game 1. And they're going to try and do the plays on their own. They were able to get fourth position with only 2 members, but Push X is going to get flushed out, so he's actually going to confirm them. as a 2-man squad, though. San
Oh.
Martin taken over by snipers, but slowly getting scattered out by the full squad of demons on the eastern side. If one of those members stop moving, he's going to get absolutely battered.
Yeah, but that's the thing. That's exactly why you never stop moving. Even when you're looting someone, you always have to move left, right, up, down. Even like bend your shoulders a little bit just so
Bend your
you
shoulders.
don't get that head. Or tilt your shoulders a little bit. Yeah. Like,
Bend
you
your
know when you're like
shoulders.
peeking. You know like when you're peeking a corner, you
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
just
yeah, okay,
lean
just
one way.
you
Yeah,
lean,
so you like
lean
lean
over.
one way. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah, so you just
I
lean
was
over
like,
a
how
little
do you
bit in
bend
one
your
direction.
shoulders?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, bend your shoulder. That doesn't really sound right. But you can, like, I don't know, bend backwards a little bit. Well, look, we'll talk about it later, okay,
Yeah.
Max? Stop complicating things.
Oh my god. Oh my god, indeed. But I
But
don't
yeah.
know. I'm just thinking now of like someone with with shoulders bending, and I'm just gonna have nightmares tonight. I think, but it's fine. Divine Dead. Oh yes, Groza. Done manned. That's gonna be really good. Gonna be able to help out. Like Groza, you can't go wrong with a Groza. He's like an AKM on freaking steroids, and it's just a great weapon all around to have. So they have that for themselves. It's gonna be really good when the fights start to get a little bit more close quarter, long fight. Not gonna be too impactful. Always better to have like a mini. SLR, you know, Car 98, even an AWM if someone found some. There were a few loot crates that came through. I'm not too sure if one loot crate did have an AWM, but we saw that in the past 3 weeks of qualification phases here, AWM was always so impactful, and it would be great for one of these teams to try and get that up their sleeve. But 963 squad going to rotate down from Monte Nuevo, all up through the southern section, going to try and hide himself in a high position, maybe to try and just grant himself a little bit more visibility. Get information for themselves, know where these teams potentially can shift in the future, but there's a lot of terrain and not many teams around, so this is not going to really bring them much, but they're just going to be chill, you know, not picking any fights so they can try and get better positioning points for themselves.
Yeah, well, we'll see, because at the moment, the side of 963 squad are currently holding in 5th place with 14 points. They don't have any kills in this game just yet, but there's about 29 people going up against them still, so they have a few people they can try and mow down. Meanwhile, Alcazar's team are down and Alex, but they still have 2 kills at the moment. Let's see where they try to rotate, as we are going to be seeing the 3rd phase close up very soon. Akatsuki, though, able to take down one of the Real Deal members. It's going to be just a battle of knocks from that distance. Not really expecting anyone to finish off the other here at that distance anyways. That's going to be pretty damn difficult if you ask me. But let's see how it goes, as I think Team 3 is going to be coming up here, joining the fray. They're going to be third-partying this.
What?
They're taking quite a lot of damage, though. And the car explosion will take down the captain. Alcazar will be eliminated. They're going to be down to 2 members here, as Naruto will be going for the rush with the barrel. Let's see who's going to be the first target here. It's going to be Melodus and Muddy. They're going to be the 2 members left. He's going to be throwing a Molotov into the building. He might be able to take one of them down, forcing them to go on the outside. That's going to be Muddy taken down by Matrix. It's going to be a 4v1. That's going to be Melodus taken now. That is going to be the side of Alcazar's team taken now. An Akatsuki team getting themselves up to 5 kills. I don't know what that was from Alcazar's team, but whoever was driving, you made a boo-boo. You made a mistake.
Like, I don't think the captain was really expecting to like drop on top of the car when he went out, and he just got absolutely lasered, and then the car exploded. It was gonna cause him to die because they tried to go over that little fence on the edge, so that was a little bit unfortunate. But here it is.
Yeah.
2. They're gonna find a shift in. They'll be getting down on the eastern side to Hacienda del Patron, maybe getting a little bit closer to the likes of San Martin. They're gonna be on the northern side of San Martin. As the circle did shift again, I'm not too sure really where it did locate itself, but it did go in that general direction.
Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. In the past games that we've seen, Phase 4 and onwards is when we saw the true proactiveness of teams like Demons, Real Deal, Deadly Shot, and the Snipers. Now, we can't say much about Kurt Squad because we haven't really seen them recently, but we'll have a look and see what happened. Oh, wait, they were eliminated by the Arab champions, weren't they? That they were. So that actually opens up the scoreboard massively if you think about it. Kurt Squad didn't get I don't think they got any placement points, obviously, because Arab Champions took them out. I don't think they got any kills either. Maybe 1 or 2.
I think they got 1. at some
One
point.
or two, but like here's the thing: you're looking at the likes of the Real Deal, who are currently in first place. They're still in a very good position when you're looking at the circle. They already have a total of 3 kills. They're already starting to extend their lead, which is exactly what you should be doing as the Real Deal right now. Make sure you're always in a good position. Make sure that you always have your tracks covered, and that no one can actually take you out or flank you from anywhere. And that's exactly what they're doing right now. They have the high ground. They have so much information to work with, and now they're absolutely lighting up the side of Akatsuki team and forcing them to go away. Their car's already taken out, and that's going to be Kevin getting knocked from the side of the Real Deal as Akatsuki are finally starting to fight back. Naruto will be taken down as well. That's going to be 2 members. The back and forth battle of knocks between Akatsuki and the Real Deal here is very important when you're looking at the leaderboard. We'll discuss that very shortly as a few of the vehicles that Akatsuki team are using have been taken out. And look at this, 963 squad. It's going to be another one of those teams that's going to be third-partying the situation right now. That's going to make the situation even more spicier. Let's see how this breaks down.
They're getting close to the Real Deal at this point. They're now going to be on foot for a few of the members. Lawrence is going to be on foot. Try and get close to them. Can they get it for themselves? I'm not too sure. But did they confirm a kill? I think they did confirm the kill on top of Kevin. Kevin got taken out there by Akatsuki. And that's going to be now creating a man advantage for both Akatsuki and 963 squad. But it seemed like 963, they just wanted a position in circle. They're not quite ready to pull the trigger. They're going to wait a little bit more. But look at the fight here. San Martin. The circle. I'd like to see where the circle is located. The phase 4 seemed like it is kind of over half of the portion of San Martin. Demons, snipers, and in distance team 2. They're also going to be trying to share this location for themselves. It's just got so many buildings. It's completely fine. But the team that has to rotate away is going to have a hard time because you have so many cross sections of San Martin. That's what causes a lot of the times the fights to end abruptly when you are playing in a location like San Martin, because you have to minimum do smoke roads if you want to get yourself safely to another building and get a little bit more in center circle. But the circle is about to close up. Phase 5 is just about to peak its head. Where it's going to shift is going to be on San Martin. It's going to be having a little bit of San Martin still remaining, but it's going to be shifting away from the compound a little bit. It's going to be pretty central, but a little bit more here on the eastern side. As in 963 and Bose, the Real Deal, can potentially pick a fight with Akatsuki, but the Real Deal, they like, oh, we don't have circle anymore. We have 2 teams having an angle on us. We're going to get the hell out of this place. A little bit risky. They do get out of fire away from Baruka from 963 squad. Have 1 member knocked away. They're going to try and get center circle because once again, it is the side of the Real Deal. They like rotating early. Same for Demons. Demons, they got all of their members on the completely western side of San Martin. So they're going to be able to hold this area for a little bit longer, which will not be obviously the case for the likes of maybe snipers, even though they still have circle, but the next shift of phase 6 is almost 100% sure to not have that building in their favor. So Demons here, I like what they're doing. I like how they're rotating, but Akatsuki also going to have to do a similar move. But 4 members in 1 car with so many teams around, I don't like this.
That is a mistake waiting to happen, as now we're setting our sights once more towards the snipers. You can see the teams are starting to converge on this circle as we are currently in phase 5. Well, you can see Demons holding up in a pretty good location. They're a little bit more in the circle as Mustafa lands one hell of a shot. It gets a knockdown. You can see there's only a total of 3 teams right now who are currently outside the circle. Deadly Shot, Arab Champions, and 963 squad. But I believe it's going to be Arab Champions who managed to get themselves one of those crates as well. I don't think they actually picked it up because you can see Deadly Shot, Albaron, the only member left alive for his team. He might be seeing a few members from the side of Arab Champions cross right in front of him. So that could be an opportunity to get a few kills for yourself. But it looks like he's going to get taken out here. And that's going to be the end of the Deadly Shot, I believe. Now we're going to be down to 8 teams. The car's on fire. I wouldn't stand next to it if I were you. It's going to explode. Sword, I would definitely move if I were you. Well, the car didn't explode, so he's still perfectly fine. Still a total of 6 kills right now as we switch over to the side of Akatsuki team, who managed to get themselves a really good location with this warehouse. But the Real Deal, they're out in the open, and there's so many teams around with the high ground abusing their advantage, and the Real Deal, not really a situation you want to be in right now. You can see that Jano is out in the open. Sword is right next to a car that just exploded, and Ghost Camp thinking about going for a rush, but don't think he's actually going to be winning that trade. He is going to get taken down by Jano here, and that's going to be Jano securing the kill. And that's going to be the Real Deal getting even more points under their belt and extending their lead even further.
I want to talk about one team that's in a really bad situation. That's 963 squad. They set themselves up in the high ground, but they lost their vehicles too. They have to walk down this hill, and they're all getting lasered. They lost all of their members except for one here that's going to be on the mid-section going downhill towards the likes of Divine Vendetta, Akatsuki, and The Real Deal. That shift was a really bad idea and a really bad communication on how they were going to trample off their rotation in circle. And this might be actually the end of 963 squad as The Real Deal. And I have Zeros taken out of the picture, flushed away. Hamzy also finding 963 is going to be flushed out. Not going to be looking too good. Down to now the top 8. Arab Champions. Brawlock is going to be taken away by Alligator with the M16 in the distance. Demons doing pretty good on their positioning still as a 4-man squad. But Abuma is going to try and help. But unfortunately, the trees are just way too thin. And we might actually see Arab Champion taken out. Taking a few shots off 16 damage. And even though the blue zone is moving away from them. So they're not going to be in a good zone whatsoever. The Real Deal. Jano trying to peek a little bit. Peekaboo was going on. Takes a few shots there. Not headshot, surprisingly enough. He got the loot for himself. He's trying to peek back, but he just can't get Naruto. And Naruto just really easy to predict. Gets another few shots.
I would not do this if I were you. I mean, he's playing with fire right now. I would not do that if I were you.
Makes up for entertaining content at least, you know? Just, I'm here.
Yeah,
hello,
that
goodbye.
it does. I think he's actually the last member of The Real Deal. Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, so Jano, if I were you, I would try to just survive as much as possible. Get as many placement points, but Divine Vendetta, trying to see if he can actually take down Dufta here from the side of 963 squad. Just call him Frog if you want to. He's the last member alive from the side of 963. Brawlock going to be taking a lot of shots here from everyone. Alligator was the one to get the knock. Let's make sure he secures the kill. Meanwhile, Naruto taking this opportunity to open fire on Jano, who's in the open. Last member of The Real Deal. And the more teams that get eliminated, the better it is for The Real Deal. The higher their chances of keeping their hopes alive. Getting the lion's share of $20,000 as Jano will finally be eliminated in 7th place. And that is going to be the end of The Real Deal as Divine Vendetta, they're going to be taken out as well in the blue. Arab Champions, Abu Omar rushing in with that car in the middle of every single building between everyone. I would not do that if I were you. I would take a compound and hide.
I mean, Abuma here went for a compound. It's not even in circle. Like, that was not the best decision to go for, in my opinion.
He could have stayed in the open, but then he's just gonna die. So
sure,
at this
but
point,
I think he would have gone for compounds a little bit closer. He could have gone on the left side here where Akatsuki are located and just hide behind the wall. I think that would have been a little bit better because now Abuma, even though he has the Groza, it's pretty sure he's going to be taken out. There's just way too many teams here. But he does go a little bit higher compared to Lord, last member of Team 2 of, I still can't say the name, but it's completely fine.
Tarbach.
Talbar.
No, Tarbach.
Talbar.
No,
Talbach.
T-A-R.
Talbach.
T-A-R.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talbach.
T-A-R-B-A.
See, Abuma now, he's regretting his decision. He's like, okay, but the circle's shifting away from us. Top 5 teams going to be here. Demon still as a 4-man squad. Same for Akatsuki as a 4-man squad. Here it is. Abuma's going to try and get out because he had to shift, and all the teams are going to absolutely mow him down. Not going to be looking too good. Unfortunately, they will be going out in 5th position. Down to now, top 4. Snipers still in play. Going to be also Demons, our 2 top teams, Akatsuki, and 1 member of Talbach.
T-A-R. Bach.
Okay, this is just torn from like a PUBG tournament to like an Arabic lesson. Look at the smoke road coming out from Snipers and Demons all together. They have to try and cross the road. Demons going to have a little bit of a hard time doing so, but seem like they will be away from the pressure because Snipers and Akatsuki are going to be picking a fight on fight. And that will really just a little bit of pressure from Demons. As they can get closer, they move with the car to just get like an extra bit of protection on their side. They're all in circle right now. Phase 7 just about to close up. Phase 8 just about to kick off, but Snake gets knocked away. The blue zone will be kicking off his health just a little bit, but Snipers getting mowed down one by one. Mustafa's solo right now. Not looking great for him. But they're still going to try and get closer. And actually, Mohammed has a really good positioning, but the circle does shift kind of in favor of Akatsuki. The Demons,
he's going for the rush. They don't know he's there.
Yeah. Oh, they get Mohammed. Good job from Alligator. Does destroy him completely, but the car explodes. And that car explosion absolutely destroys the entire team of Demons. And now Akatsuki, it's their time to shine. 4v2 scenario versus Mustafa and Moyasa. They find Mustafa. He gets absolutely battered by the entire team composition of Akatsuki. Magics get knocked down, but it does not matter. He gets Gara, though. He's solo HP. 1 bullet will do the work. But Naruto is going to go for the rush. Does he have the time to get maybe a
they can't get up. There's no way for them to get up. They have to go all the way around.
Oh, no. This ain't looking good. Does he see him? He gets him. 1 bullet is all they needed. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the first Miramar game going over to Akatsuki with a pretty hefty amount of points. They get 13 kills up their sleeve, and a chicken dinner, 23 kills in one game. That is a performance that they needed to try and potentially get back in this top 4.
Yeah, definitely. A total of 23 points at the end of that one. I don't know about you, but that is an insane amount of points to get, as we only have one game to go. We are one game away from finding out who is going to be the champion of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. Every single one of these teams deserves to be here. They've had the performance of a lifetime in every single one of their qualifiers to make sure they end up in the finals. An Akatsuki team, one of the teams that ended up, I believe, in second place in their qualifier. They were pretty damn consistent in every single one of their games as well. And they're definitely proving that they belong here by getting their chicken dinner. And I like the fact that we've had one team win at like 3 different teams win 3 different games, that it hasn't just been one team dominating.
But that shows that it's more like even, right? The standings.
Exactly. Yeah, that just shows that a lot of these teams are actually at the same level, and it's just one mistake changes the entire dynamic of the game. And I do have to hand one thing off to the snipers towards the end there. Mohanad with the grenade right before he died to eliminate the lineup of the side of Demons, made sure that they get a few extra points. Now, if you compare that to the likes of Kurt Squad and The Real Deal, who are currently 2 and 1 points ahead of them respectively, that means that the snipers are still keeping themselves in contention. And don't forget the consistency they've had in every single game. They went from 3rd to 2nd to 2nd in the past 3 games that we've had, and there's 1 game left to go. It's do or die for every single one of these teams. And don't forget, like, still 1 game can make a huge swing for the teams that are currently in the top 6, I'd say.
Just the last game is coming
It's
all down to this.
insane, man. The levels of hype between these guys is amazing to see. I can't wait to see what that 4th and final game is going to be like.
Real quick, before we do go on a very short break, I got to say, Demons, when they tried to shift, they had that car shift going for themselves above the road, and they got a little bit rushed by the likes of snipers and Akatsuki. That is why you always see professional players, when they go for a late game shift and they use that car's protection, they always explode the car themselves, so they can actually commit to that car and you know, use that car's protection and without having it at risk of exploding. That, I think, was the mistake of Demons. What they should have done is like rush in when the smokes happen and no one's really rushing in at that point in time. Should have just backed off a little bit, chucked a nade, just completely lasered that car, made it explode, then used that as protection. And then they could have potentially took the game because they had the high ground. And it was so easy to predict where Akatsuki or snipers were going to go for, because they can only go up one area because they would slide down. We talked about it earlier. They would always slide down and they could not get up. So really, Demons, if they did that simple move, they could have won the game, in my opinion, and got that chicken dinner. But still, great performance from these teams. And once again, let's not forget that Akatsuki got their first chicken dinner today. 3 different teams, as you said earlier, got themselves 1 chicken dinner each. The standings are extremely close, but we'll go on a really, really short break to check out the standings, see what's going on, and we'll keep you guys updated on that. So stay awesome, stay safe. We'll be back in just a few short minutes.
Begin. KO.
Rising with each beat of the music. Rising with each beat that the music is bringing. We're all flames in the fire that keeps burning. We're inviting the night in. Oh, welcome, my heart's so full, I'm devoting myself to the night. There's no motive, we're just listening, we're existing. Hearts of fire, we will dance all night. Young and free, we will feel the release. Eyes are light, we will see the dawn. We will stay till the victory falls. Hearts of fire, we will dance all night. Young and free, we will feel the release. Eyes are light, we will see the dawn. We will stay till the victory falls.
begin. KO.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are finally here with the fourth and final game of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. We're about to find out who is going to be your champion and who's going to take the lion's share of the $20,000 prize pool. I am your host, Dude Sandstorm Dude, alongside the amazing, the incredible, the fabulous Maxman to break down this exciting tournament and all the upcoming action on Miramar. Now, Maxman, why don't we quickly go through these standings before we jump into the game, because these guys are very excited to see who's going to be the champion of today.
Yeah, see the snipers are in first position, followed up by just 2 points behind the real deal in second position. Akatsuki just 1 point, even though it's just like last game. The standings are still just so close. Kurt Squad falling a little bit far off the mark. They're just 4 points behind Akatsuki though, so still nothing too insane. And then like after fourth position, you got a really big difference between the likes of Kurt Squad and Nemesis Clan and all the teams behind. So really, we're going to be looking mainly on the teams like Nemesis Clan, Deadly Shot, Demons, 963 Squad, Arab Champions, seeing if they can have a good performance in this game to try and just steal the first position away. But Snipers, Real Deal, Akatsuki and Kurt Squad, they just need one insane game and potentially get a chicken dinner, and they will be in first position. Pretty sure about that one. But anyways, enough chit chat. Got to quickly jump into the game as we have some early action in San Martin here.
Yeah, you got the Deadly Shot Arab Champions alongside V-Team. They're all within the same building here. That's going to be absolutely incredible. Who's going to be coming out on top? Who's going to be going for the first skirmish? As Abu Omar will be the first one jumping into the fray. Jumping into 3 people. Not really the best of starts for the side of the Arab Champions, but unfortunately, it did not work out for him. He's just going to get picked up here. He's going to be punched to death, actually, which is pretty sad. Meanwhile, Deadly Shot going for a trade with another one of the members, and Yait's going to get taken out as well. And now Arab Champions are already down to 2 members here. And some teams that I do want to have a look at as well are the Snipers, the Real Deal, Akatsuki team, and Kurd Squad. Those would be the teams for me to watch when it comes to contention for first place. You still have the likes of Divine Vendetta, Alcazar's team, Arab Champions, 963, and Demons. These can all also contest for a top 6 finish and at least get some of the prize pool here. So that every single one of these teams still does technically have an opportunity if they have a game like Akatsuki did before and the Real Deal did before them as well. But the real funny thing to me here is the fact that the Snipers haven't won a single game, and they've always ended up in second place. And it's not like that they had an insane amount of kills every single time. No, they ended up with like 4, 5, 6, 7 kills. And it's always because of the placement that they finished. They always managed to finish second or third. So that's just 3, 5, or 6 points every single time. And that just meant they're always going to be in the top 4 or top 8 spot. But right now, they're holding on to first place. But the question is, will they be able to hold on to it until the end of this game? Because every single kill now, more than ever, is going to count.
Especially since the top teams are just so close to each other. We saw after game 2, they were legit like top 3 teams only 1 point apart each other. But gonna have someone drown to death. That's gonna be Ninja, unfortunately. Not too sure what happened there. But El Azahar is gonna be taken over by the Real Deal and Divine Vendetta. Divine Vendetta doing a 2-1-1 split. As Real Deal, they're doing a 3-1 split. So Majid and Don Monge maybe want to be a little bit careful on how they position himself. But one nade will be coming out. And because it's third person, you don't really have to put yourself in any kind of danger. That nade's going to be huge, doing a little bit of tick damage on top of Cthulhu. Try to get the Uzi damage, but unfortunately not working out. But it's so weird knowing that San Martin is such a big area, yet they were just dropped so close to each other. They should have seen that, and it's a mistake from all the teams involved here. They should not have got really so close to each other, especially Arab Champions. They saw they had 2 teams with a high ground building with a lot more loot potential. You knew they were going to out-loot you. You knew you were going to out-position themselves. They should have just gone back on the eastern side or northern side and just go away from the fight as much as possible. But right now, the Real Deal and El Azahar, he's going to be knocked away. Not flushed. He should survive it, but nade, just to buy a little bit of time, will be chucked on over by Sword. Almost doing some work, but that car will save him. Still, a little bit of spray action across the road with that Uzi not doing too much. Unfortunately, still taking a bit of damage there by Majid, but he gets away. But Hunter gets knocked out by Brawlock over here in San Martin.
Yeah, but we do have to keep our eyes on the side of the real deal here. They're currently in second place. They're only 2 points behind the side of the Snipers here and 1 point ahead of Akatsuki team. Don't forget Kurt Squad as well, 4th place with 27 points, but their performance in the last 2 games has been pretty disappointing, if you ask me, compared to how they've been performing in every single game we've seen them before. But now, second game on Miramar, let's see how they're going to be progressing and how they're going to be coming in with the mentality of taking over this game, because every single one of those guys, every single one of those teams wants to be the champion. They want that $10,000 prize pool. That would be absolutely incredible. But let's see how they're going to be progressing. As now Brolock is going to be surrounded by the lineup of V Team. I think they know exactly where he is because he downed another member and they saw him the kill feed before, because they knocked out one of the members of the Arab champion. So they know that he has to be somewhere around here, and they're starting to close in. I like this. They're spread out a little bit, so they kind of close him off, and Hunter will be the one that finds him. That's going to be Brawlock already taken down. Now it's all up to Cafu for the side of the Arab champions. I think at this point, with no kills, one-man army. Well, he manages to get one down. He manages to get 1 kill already. Cafu getting something for the champions here. But I think it's going to be far from enough to get them into the top 6 spot here.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit too tricky for the side of Arab champions. They're going for San Martin, where it's just so important for you to have good game, is really risky, and unfortunately didn't really pay off for Arab champions. So Cafu, one-man army, did find 1 kill. Definitely not the amount of points they need and require to potentially go a little bit higher in the standings. So they need to be a little bit careful. What I would even recommend to Cafu here is just find a car and get the hell out of San Martin, as the circle is going to be now closing up on phase 1. V team, they lost one member. Unfortunately, earlier there was Hunter. But Cafu still seemed like he wants to hold his ground, which I think is kind of a mistake.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's your favorite team.
Yeah, I love their name.
Can you spell that out for me?
I really try there too. I don't know.
It's fine. It's fine. You try your best, and unfortunately, as usual, you don't succeed. But it's fine, Max, man.
Wow.
I'm here to support you in every way possible. I got you, man. And now,
Cafu.
Mardaktak.
Okay, Cafu.
Bye, Cafu.
See you
Deadly
later.
shot.
Goodbye, Rap Champions.
Yeah, Deadly Shot are going to steal that kill away. Also, one of the teams that are in contention to be in the top 6, as they are currently tied with Nemesis Clan for 5th place. Keep in mind, 4th, 5th, and 6th place all get 1,000. 3rd gets 2, 2nd gets 5, and 1st will be getting that 10,000 prize pool. And I do want to note, team number 16, 963 squad, they're always a team that drops on that Minas del Sur island. I'm kind of surprised by the drop coming in from the Snipers as well. Not a location that I would have expected them to drop in Monte Nuevo. Meanwhile, team number 1, which is going to be UAE Skills, are going to start rotating towards the circle, because you can see the circle is kind of hinting and going towards the northern eastern side of the map here. So forcing a lot of those teams to start maneuvering a little bit earlier than usual because of its current position.
Yeah, gonna see here AEOD team finding another compound for themselves towards the likes of San Martin.
Is someone still in the car?
I think he's still in the car.
Yeah,
though.
because
Just like when my mum
like-
goes shopping, I say, "Can I stay in a car, please?" and just listen to the radio. No, I always used to do that. So I feel him. That's just me.
my mom usually forgets me at the supermarket. So.
Leaves you in the car during like midsummer. Like, oh, okay. This ain't good.
Yeah, with the windows rolled up as well.
Oh no, and like with like leather chairs. Oh no, and like we had like the metal seat belts, and you would like sit on it, and it would like burn you, and like you would actually have a mark on you. Oh, I remember. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So many times. But there you go. Had a team. There was V team. Go away from the likes of San Martin as 3-man squad, all in one car. This could have almost gone badly for them, but they make it out alive, so that's gonna be just fine.
I don't even know. Yeah, like you are not gonna land those shots. Not with the red dot anyway. That's gonna be extremely difficult.
One headshot is really what we need. Like, just get rid of the driver with the lucky headshot on him, and then the car slows down, and whoop, just get them all.
Oh, I was thinking you were gonna go with, oh, shoot the driver, then the car's just gonna roll and explode and everyone dies.
I mean, that could also
Sure.
happen.
Yeah.
Also,
What,
just
what
shoot,
could
just shoot for the
happen?
wheels. Otherwise, also that works. But
Yeah, exactly. But do you know what is happening right now? Kurt Squad managed to get a kill. They're finally coming back to life in this fourth game. They decided, okay, we've given everyone a chance, and now we're just gonna destroy your hopes and dreams and steal all the money away.
yeah, they kick off the
'Cause,
day.
like,
It was the first good game, and then they're going to end it with a really good game that allows them to get #1 position. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, because like that's actually how you truly crush someone's dream. You have to raise their hopes so high, and then you smack them back into the ground. That's how it works.
I mean, that's a little bit brutal right there. Even though I know it's a war game we're playing right now, but like, come on, dude.
Yeah, but here's the thing: all is fair in love and war, and this is war.
I mean, okay, fair. You know what? Fair.
So like, you think if I play you 1v1 in PUBG Mobile, I'm gonna take it easy?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I won't.
I will destroy you in a 1v1. Car 98, 360, no scope, headshot, MLG gameplay. Anyways.
Okay.
The phase 1 circle is about to close up. Gonna be about, yeah, just 1/5 left for the circle to close up completely. Enter phase 2. It is on the northeastern side, not really coastline remaining, so would be interesting to see how this is going to be working out for most of these teams who are now almost 12 minutes into the game. Not too much happening, really. Still 51 players, which is actually a lower player count compared to the number of teams that's remaining. So a few teams will be outnumbered.
Real deal, though.
But yeah, AEOD having a little bit of a hard time, having a few members knocked away, a few headshots connecting. Will be interesting to see how that skirmish will be unfolding right now, as Emmy will be confirmed by the Real Deal, and the Real Deal actually popping off and taking out AEOD team in 14th position, now down to top 13.
Now that's going to be Abu Iyad, one of the influencer teams eliminated, as the Real Deal will be getting themselves a total of 4 kills. And that definitely means that right now, compared to the likes of the snipers, they are in the lead. They are in first place with the amount of kills that they have at the moment. But that doesn't really matter right now. We're going to wait until the likes of phase 4, 5, and 6 and seeing where those teams are going to end up. But if you're looking at it right now, the snipers not really in a good position, as UAE skills are trying to hold them down. And here's the thing: if you're the snipers right now, you need to be getting kills. And unfortunately, you're at a little bit of a disadvantage due to the fact that you're 3 members and not 4. You don't have a full squad with you. And UAE skills, luckily for you, did lose Ninja, who drowned, unfortunately. And snipers thinking they don't want to risk it right now. They want to try and run away here. Meanwhile, looking towards the likes of Nemesis, as they are trying to secure a few kills of their own. Trying to see if they can maintain a position in the top 6. Make sure that they actually end up claiming something of the prize pool. Or who knows, maybe even get themselves all the way to 2nd or 1st if they have one hell of a performance. But that's a little bit too early to tell right now. But I do believe they might have actually eliminated the side of 963 squad here. No, Venom was traded by Lawrence. No, we're going to finally have a look now. And it is going to be the side of Venom, yeah.
963 squad getting eliminated here in 13th position, now down to top 12. That was very close though for Nemesis. But they get the res back up on Escobar and Venom all together. I saw in chat a little bit earlier that there's a lot of fans of Venom, calling him maybe one of the best players in Middle East. So Venom, definitely a lot of supporters in chat. Spam it in chat if you do support him. But there you go, you're going to have Team Akatsuki going for the crate. Why isn't a crate though? Okay, just going to go opposite direction right away. Maybe got looted up, I'm not too sure. If a team could get an AWM in these crates, that'd be really, once again, rewarding, especially on a map such as Miramar, where snipers and DMRs are so dominant in this current meta. They're going to go for a 2-2 split a lot more, you know, careful than what we see. They're going to go for a nice jump shot here. They're just going to try and reposition a little bit higher up north, try and find a good position, maybe even a high ground, as going to try and follow this pipeline for themselves. But
yeah, because if they have the likes of an 8, or if they really actually looted that box, they might have gotten an 18 times scope. Or sorry, 15 times scope.
18 times scope.
18 times, because, yeah, 15 times scope. I was thinking 8 and 15, and for some reason I went with 18.
Yeah, it was like 8. Man, you scoped so far right there. Jeez.
But
you can see the fear in the enemy's eyes when you shut them down there almost. Like...
Well, yeah, like, imagine if you have like an 8 or a 15.
Times 400 scope.
Jesus. Times 1,600. You can see the hair growing inside a guy's head.
Okay, I think we were going too far with this joke. Time 4:20. Okay, no, that's not now. Okay, gonna see here. UAE skills. They're gonna go for their shift away. They did smoke a little bit just to buy a little bit of time away. The real deal. They got a compound for themselves. Gonna hold it. This is a really good compound to defend because it's just such a flat area. There's a little bit of terrain, but it's really easy to defend. I'm really weirded out that there's not one member in the building on the left side there because they don't really have information on any team rotating on the western side. Server timed out.
No.
Oh no.
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 You cannot be serious.
Oh
No, we're back. No,
Okay,
we
we're
should
on
be back.
another account, I guess now. So we're just gonna be looking at the minimap. So yeah, it did shift even high up north. Was the likes of Tone Arumada. Curd Squad, they're gonna be a little bit surrounded. A lot of teams trying to rotate up north really early. One team that actually did that is Demons. Alligator gonna see is really high towards the likes of Tore Ahumada, which I do like. I think that Northern Shift is gonna be working out for a few other teams. Divine Vendetta, they just don't want to get involved with any team. They're gonna go at El Azahar, hold it for themselves because they didn't move. That's where they dropped. And they're just holding it for an elongated period of time. And no reason to really move if it's still in circle, right? And there's no teams from down from Junkyard, right up top from the likes of Campo Militar. Easy entry point for Divine Vendetta, and no need to pick fights. And if it shifts in their direction, that's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. But if you do look at the map right now, you see the likes of Demons, Akatsuki, and the Snipers alongside Curd Squad. They're all pretty close to each other here, alongside the real deal as well. So you have basically everyone that's currently in the top 4 all within close vicinity, which means if a fight breaks out and any one of these teams is eliminated with a few points on under their belt, I don't think they'll be able to make it and get themselves that #1 prize pool. But we'll find out once we actually jump back into the game and have a little bit more of an idea of what's actually happening on the map. But for now, we're just having a look, kind of like a bird's eye view or a satellite's view, really, at this point. Looking at where the teams are kind of rotating. You can see team number 3, Alcacer's team, rotating towards the northern side here. Might be meeting up with team number 11, which is team V team, actually. And you got team number 8, Nemesis, alongside the Deadly Shot. It looks like they're going to be having a little bit of a fight as well towards the western side of the circle at the moment. Meanwhile, team number 1, UAE Skills team, still looting.
Hello there. Shadow Tracker Extra, how you doing? But
okay, wait, are we actually going to be in game? There we go. That's what I'm...
Gonna be fine. Gonna have the side of then team 1. They're gonna be going for their shift also. Gonna be UAE Skills team. Towards the likes of San Martin, they're gonna try and rotate in from the southwestern side. They're gonna actually call this their home base for now, which I'm not too happy about. I don't think it's gonna really help them out too much. But the circle just closed up. The next phase is shown up normally on our screen really shortly. It will be interesting to see where it's going to go. Is it going to be centers? Is it going to be in favor of Divine Vendetta on the eastern side? But Escobar going to be knocked away by Sad X7, doing a really good amount of work there. I'm not too sure if they can actually take out the entire team, but seem like they're already kicking it off well. And not really much going on here. We do not have audio either, which is a little bit unfortunate for the last game. Let's hope it does get fixed up really soon. Our apologies for the technical issues on our side. So
it's Maxman's fault.
It's not my fault. What are you talking about? Okay, thank you very much.
No, it is definitely not your fault.
You said earlier you were going to support me, and now you just throw me under the bus. What the hell is this about? Okay.
I'm sorry, man. I was just making a joke. Why you have to be mad?
Well, you
it's
have
only
to be
game.
mad.
Yeah, why you have to be mad? It's only a game. All right, well, we should be getting audio pretty soon, but for now, we can try and just break down the action as it ensues.
Ooh, Curse Squad and Demons, and actually, oh damn it, there's a lot of fight going all around the board. This is not looking good. Divine Vendetta might be going out here. We'll have to check out how this unfold. As you can see, the nice settings here. Decimator, Intel R, display audio. Juicy stuff right there. There we go. Back into the game. They're going to go back towards the side of water treatment.
Do we have audio though?
Seem like we do not, unfortunately, but it's fine. We can, as long as you have the image, that's the minimum, so we'll try and deal with that. But Curd Squad gonna have Ibo knocked away, unfortunately, down still to top 12. So no team's got eliminated quite yet, but it might be happening extremely soon. Down the south, that's gonna be UAE Skills, trying to hold the high ground, trying to get a little bit of information in their direction. But Hamid, he's gonna be slowly rushed by that one member of Divine Vendetta. Gonna cross the road. Can be a little bit tricky if some members can snipe you down, but seem like they will confirm that juicy point because Divine Vendetta are in a position where they can potentially get really high in the standings. So these points are going to be really rewarding. They have to go for every single kill that they can.
Yeah, and Kurt Squad, they're now down to 1 man. It's all up to Hicksay. Kurt Squad currently have 27 points, and right now I'm not sure where Hicksay is, but if I were you, I would not take any fight, and I would just wait for the right opportunity and the right chance to pounce. But at this point, it looks like he's going to go for the fight. He manages to down one of the members of Divine Vendetta here, trying to get some revenge. Looks like he's going to try and destroy the car, and that's very unfortunate again.
Yeah, seemed like PUBG servers having a little bit of an issue, but the deadly shot, Albaron going to find a little bit of a knock for himself. Down still to top 12. So we haven't lost any teams in the past, like, what, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Just wait for the snap, man. I'm waiting for the snap. You know what? It would be incredible if it was Snipers, Real Deal, Akatsuki, and Kurt Squad would be the last 4 teams alive, and they just have to battle it out. But I don't think we're going to be that lucky because right now, honestly, the Real Deal have a decent amount of kills. They have an insane kind of position when it comes to the circle as well. And I feel that if they keep this up, if they try to just even get themselves in the top 8 and keep this kind of pressure going, they might be able to take it all away. And we are going to be switching over to the side of the Real Deal right now towards Sword, who is setting his sights, I believe, on the side of Divine Vendetta. You can see they already have 5 kills. There's still a full 4-man squad as well. He's trying to see if he can actually snipe down Dahm here, but a lot of these shots are not able to connect just yet. But the Real Deal still trying to see if they can get as many kills as possible to make sure that they get that first place.
Do you see Demons Maza getting taken out, knocked away? Maybe not flush, but also UAE skills. He's going to be taken out of the picture completely. A lot of kills. You can see there was a breaking point in this game, and apparently we did pass that as now the fights are going left, right, and center. The Real Deal going to try and shut down that rotation from Majid in that car, and the car is fuming. He has to jump out eventually. Seemed like he makes it out of range from 0 with the M4, so that's going to be fine. But now Divine Vendetta, the other members, they're going to be trying to join up there. And it seems like he's having one hell of a good time, Majid, over there, just jumping all around. But Divine Vendetta, they're going to try and join on that shift. The boss Spray, not going to be doing too much here, unfortunately, but still trying his best. You never know. One headshot is all you need to really slow down a car and being able to explode it after. But the fight will be going a little bit short-ended as now Demons. They lost Ninja Morocco earlier, and they will be happening, not having too much of an impact, unfortunately, for Demons. But they are clashing here with Nemesis Clan. Nemesis Clan going to have Fragger knocked away. Have one member on the left, one member on the right. But it seems like still Alex going to try his best. And Alex seems like is the last member actually in the distance from the side of Alcazar. I'm not 100% sure about that though.
Yeah, well, we'll find out. As you can see, the side of the Snipers as well, slowly but surely making a move here. 3-man squad, currently first place with 34 points, but I don't think they have any kills, so they need to start getting a few under their belt if they want to make sure that they stay in first place and get themselves the lion's share of $20,000 of that prize pool.
Ooh,
but now we're seeing Snake.
Good nade connects on top of Fragger there, down to now mid HP. Gonna pop a few smokes, maybe a few flashes if he can also, but it's not gonna really add too much on the left slide. Snipers might be trying to also pinch the team of Demons. Alligator Snake might want to try and reposition. You already got Alligator that's really far off there on the downside section, so you can try and actually get a nice entry point on the northwestern side of this circle phase 4, as 10 seconds will be remaining on the clock for this circle to close up. So these teams are going to have to try and take a decision to rotate. Divine Vendetta, they're rotated away from the Real Deal. They will get themselves involved with another fight. It will be on top of Team 2. The team 2. I'm not going to say their name again. I'm never going to try.
Tarbach.
I'm done trying. I tried, I failed, I'm not giving it another shot. Unless they do take the chicken dinner, then I will say it. Okay, I'll try it again, but that's all.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll look, whenever we're on Team 2, just leave it to me. I'll take care of it. But now this is pretty unfortunate, as Naruto will be able to take down one of the members of the side of the Snipers, as Alex as well is going to be coming up from the back here. You got a lot of teams surrounding the Snipers here. They're not really in the best of positions, but we're still looking at Demons at the moment. Switching over towards Tarbakh team as well. One more time. We're seeing where this rotation is going to be going over, as it is going to be Snake. He gets taken down, and Venom is going to be going down in the trade as well. Snipers still waiting in the distance here, trying to see if they can revive themselves. Meanwhile, Nemesis and Demons are taking it to each other here, with the circle coming in to join as well. Snipers are still back to a full 3-man squad now, but they're trying to see if they can actually spot out some of the members. They're trying to see if they can spot out Tarbakh and his team alongside the team of Divine Vendetta here. They're still holding a pretty damn good position, and the teams have to come around them if they want to get into the zone, and they have to gatekeep as much as possible and steal as many of those kills away, because right now 9 teams alive, 27 people left on the map here. Akatsuki team sitting in a pretty incredible position right now. Meanwhile, the Real Deal are just hunting people down one by one, getting as many kills as possible as well. Deadly Shot, also another team in contention who currently have 4 kills to their name as well. Every single one of these teams, look at Divine Vendetta as well. They got 6 points, and they're getting closer and closer to getting themselves in the top 6 for a piece of the prize pool as well. Every single one of these teams is giving it their all. They're fighting tooth and nail for that first place spot. But let's see where they're going to end up and who's going to be going home with $10,000. Who's going to be going home crowned the champion of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. We'll find out, as now again the Real Deal taking shots towards Divine Vendetta, and they're taking quite a lot of them as well. I want to see how many kills these guys have, because they're racking them up here.
They've been doing great. Nice Nick coming on through. Lord almost got knocked away, but not quite. But though Majid will be finally taken out after his little bit of a fun time in that SUV. He will be taken out of the picture. So Sad X also having a little bit of a hard time. Divine Vendetta still trying to clap back. Majid was indeed flushed out. But look at that in the back. You have that one member of Curve Squad, Higgsy. He can't allow himself to die now, or otherwise you can say goodbye to that position. Venom gets headshot by one member of Akatsuki, and Akatsuki actually being the team was the better position. The circle completely shifting in their favor. The Higgsy going for the buggy move, trying to get a little bit more towards the circle, trying to do a little bit of a faster shift, but the Real Deal know exactly where he's located. A little bit of damage, 17 bullets, doing a lot of work on top of Higgsy. He has to try and rise back up, because if he dies now, this will be the end for the side of Kurd Squad. Ghost Cam gonna try and go for a run for it, but unfortunately we did see it. Kurd Squad got eliminated in ninth position. They will not be going for the first position. Really unfortunate, despite being one of the favorite teams. Headshot comes on through. They do find a flush, and the Real Deal being so proactive on their work. But the deadly shot from the high up north, going to try and go in contention with Akatsuki. We're not able to do that in any efficient manner, but the Divine Vendetta team will be also eliminated in top 8. 7 teams remaining on the board for this last game here of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. It's just a matter of minutes before we do crown the #1 team victorious to take that $10,000 US up for grabs.
Yeah, and look at the Real Deal. They're up to 12 kills right now. Meanwhile, the Snipers are sitting with 1 or 2, and that means that the Real Deal are starting to run away with it. If they don't get eliminated now, I think it's basically theirs. The Snipers need to kill everyone else, but look, they're being cornered. Nemesis are taking the fight to them, and so is Akatsuki. They're in a position where when they start running down, or actually, no, wait, they don't have to. The side of the Real Deal have to make the journey to the zone here. And right now, again, Snipers are in the perfect position. But they just have to survive the attack that's coming in from the side of a Nemesis clan here. We're down to 5 teams. Real Deal, Akatsuki, Snipers. That's already 3. And Nemesis as well. So we have 4 out of the top 5 teams currently alive in the game. The Deadly Shot, I believe, are the only team, and they're in the top 6.
They can try and grind back up. If they get a bunch of kills on Chicken Dinner, they can definitely get really high in the standings. Here it is. Akatsuki, they have to rotate. They have, unfortunately, a little bit of a terrain disadvantage against the likes of Snipers. So let's see how this is going to be working out for them. They do rush it. The Real Deal also going to be going for a similar shift compared to
they're
Akatsuki.
going to the Snipers here. If they take them out, this could be huge.
It could be insane. Fragger going to be knocked away. Venom going to be unfortunately taken out of the game also. So Nemesis not having the best time. Top 5 teams still remaining on the board. Now, the Real Deal, they got on the high ground at an even level compared to Snipers. They do get the information. Mohammed is going to be taken out of the picture completely. Followed up very shortly by Fragger. Now, Akatsuki, 1 member remaining on their side. They can't afford to lose Matrix, or otherwise they will not be getting the #1 position. The real deal. Finding every single kill. Snipers getting taken out of the picture. 3 teams remaining. Akatsuki, the deadly shot, and the real deal. Which team will be able to take this one home? And which team will try and take that first position for themselves? Akatsuki, if they win this one, I'm pretty safe to assume, it's pretty safe to assume that it will be maybe in #1 position. But unfortunately, Matrix, he's as a one-man army. He's on his own. He has to smoke to defend himself, and that's all.
I wouldn't say that too easy because the real deal, they got 13 kills. 15 kills right now for the real deal. They're a full man squad. You got one shot, the last surviving member of the deadly shot. That's insane. This is for the real deal. The real deal have it. 15 kills. They're almost going to top the most amount of points gathered in a single game with kills and with placement. But the question is, can they wrap it up with a chicken dinner? Can they wrap up first place with a juicy free dinner? We'll find out soon enough. But Akatsuki team, they're not out of the woods just yet. Able to get the revive, but one shot in the worst position possible at the bottom of this small mountain here. And I don't know about you, but if I was the real deal, I'm in a pretty damn comfortable position. Let's see what they're going to be able to do. I love the fact that they're spread out a little bit. Akatsuki team taking the fight to them. One shot gets taken out. It is now between the real deal and Akatsuki. Who will get the chicken dinner? Who's going to be your champion?
Oh, they got another headshot. They know there's only 2 members remaining, and now it's the time to rush for Narnia. The real deal. Going to try and get up, but maybe the res will be coming on through just in time. The smoke road will be coming out. Just trying to buy themselves a little bit of time. But Jano, will you be the man to seal the deal? They get another one. He's just so low, and here it is. There will actually be also the blue zone doing a tick damage, and there you have it. Your last team to take the win will be the real deal with a total of 17 kills. What a performance. But Akatsuki still can be really proud. 2nd position. We have to see what the standings are going to tell us right now, because we literally have no idea right now who's going to be in 1st position.
These games are just so insanely close. You have to say every single player playing today has had an incredible performance. Every single one of these teams has had a sensational time in this tournament. And I just can't wait to see what the standings are going to tell us. Who's going to be the champion? Who's going to be going home with that $10,000 of the $20,000 prize pool, brought to you by, of course, the amazing people at Pringles Arabia and Millennium Arabia. Have to say, the production from these guys, even though we had a few issues towards the end, we were still able to put the cherry on top of the amazing cake that is this tournament. Once we actually get a look at the scoreboards. Max, man, what do you think? I mean, honestly, the performance of the real deal, it's one hell of a way to wrap up this tournament. These guys, when they first qualified, let's just tell you a little bit about their journey. When these guys first qualified, when you're looking at the real deal here, team number, I'm just trying to find out the right number. Yeah, it is going to be team number 7. They came in 3rd place in the first qualifier. That's the same qualifier where Kurt's squad made it through alongside the deadly shot. They ended up coming in 3rd place with a total of 53 points. 53 points was the most they gathered in a total of 6 games. And right now, just from the 3 games that we've seen so far, they were able to get a total of 34. And now they got 17 kills.
Dan?
Yeah.
That's an entire record, yeah.
Yeah, and now these guys have a total of 17 kills. They got a juicy chicken dinner as well on top of that. I don't think it's going to be anyone other than them. But we'll see what the standings have to tell us as well.
Because we had so many games where it was like literally just 1 point away from each other. So maybe a bunch of kills that some other teams got was enough to get them in contention. We know a few teams that's definitely sure they're not going to be up there. That's going to be the side of Kurt Squad. Unfortunately, pick and fight early, only had 1 member remaining, and he got taken out later on in the game. Was out even gained positioning points, I believe, or maybe just 1 or 2. So very unfortunate for them. But we're just going to try and get updated on the current scores, so we can actually show you the current standings to see which team will be taking that juicy $10,000 for themselves. Just be a matter of minutes. But there you have it, anyways. That was the entire tournament. An insane 1-month action-packed games coming your way. Hope you guys definitely enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I'm sure Sandstorm enjoyed it too. And you know what? There's probably going to be more in the future. Brought to you by Millennium Arabia and Pringles. So once again, don't forget to smash that subscribe button. You'll be notified like that if we do go live in the future with some more events similar as this one. But God freaking damn it. What a game from the real deal. Their circle at the end just kept shifting in their direction. Akatsuki had such good position in that compound, just all open areas around it. They could just delete every single team. But sometimes a random fact is all you need to try and just turn the tide of the fight and turn it in favor of the team that had the high ground. And that was the team of the real deal. So great job from them. They had great positioning. Akatsuki can also be extremely proud of their performance. They get second position with 4 extra kill points up their sleeve. That might just be enough. You never know. That might be enough. I'm going to quickly show real quick the standings before this game, just so you guys can know what we're talking about, what we're comparing about. The Snipers were in first position. Snipers, they got in 4th position this game with 2 points. 4th position, I'm not exactly sure how many points that is. If you can check.
4th place?
4th place.
4 points.
4 points for 4th place, and they get an extra 2 kills, so that means 6 points on top of that. So they get an extra. They get that 40 points. That 40 points right there. The real deal. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, actually, yeah, the real deals take it. Yeah, I don't know why I'm even trying to explain myself. There, the real deals take it. They're in first position.
Yeah,
they get $10,000.
It's
I was trying to put like a little bit of
still-
suspense, but it's like that. There's just such a big advantage that there's no way.
Like, yeah, that's the thing. So, like, with a lead that huge, it is impossible. Dude, they got 27 points in that one game. They got a total of 27 points right there. So, like, I know the standings are going to take a while, but I think at this point, it doesn't even matter. We have to give it up. We have to, I guess, give a round of applause and congratulate the real deal. They're your first place. They're your champions of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. Congratulations to them. You guys win $10,000. But I guess what the standings do tell us is who's going to be ending up in 2nd up to 6th, and we'll find out who's going to be getting the rest of the prize pool as well. But the real deal, I mean, there is no better way than winning like this. Dominant performance in that last game, 17 kills, chicken dinner. There's nothing more you could have possibly done right there.
Yeah, it's just great by the book kind of gameplays, top tier PUBG Mobile experience. And they were the team out of 1,000 teams who signed up. They are the number 1 team out of 1,000. They are not even the top 1%. They are the top 0.1% of the Middle East region of PUBG Mobile. So congratulations to them. Still, all the other teams, they can be extremely proud of their performances. They qualified top 16. No, out of 1,000 is also really good. You can put that down on your resume, I guess, and that's something good for you. Might get you hired because of that. I don't know. But it's still, these teams can all just be extremely proud of themselves, and they can be really proud of the fact that they played until the end, and they had one hell of a good time. They gave us an awesome show to watch at home. I hope you guys enjoyed it with us, and it was an awesome time for myself, and I guess also Sandstorm, to bring you the action. It was a lot of fun, and we hope to do it again in the future. We got a lot more PUBG Mobile action coming up, and this is just the start of the esports scene of PUBG Mobile Esport. But as I mentioned that, there's something that just updated on me, and that is the standings. I'm going to download it, and we're going to update it just about now. So just 10 seconds, and we'll have the standings on the feed to see what this 1 month of action will be bringing us to. Okay, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Game 4 standings. Boom, boom, and there we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's check it out.
There we go. You guys can see first place. It is none other than the real deal with 59 points. An Akatsuki team, because they were able to get that last kill on the last member of the deadly shot, they were able to be 1 point ahead of the Snipers, get themselves in 2nd place, and get themselves a $5,000 win. Meanwhile, the Snipers will have to settle for a total of $2,000 for themselves. And the likes of the Deadly Shot, Kurt Squad, and Nemesis Clan will be walking away with $1,000 each. So congratulations to all our teams. And congratulations, of course, to the real deal, the champions of the Pringles PUBG Mobile Gamers Cup. And I don't know about you, but that is one hell of a day to wrap up this broadcast.
This is like the best way to wrap up the broadcast. So close games until the last one. It was just always really intense, action-packed. And there's no better way to do it, really. No better way to close it up after this 1 month of action. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, there you go. There's not really much else to add. Real deal going to be first position. 2nd position to Akatsuki team. Not too far off. They could have potentially took it if they did get that chicken dinner. But unfortunately, the circle shift. Like, literally, the last circle is what made the decision of which team will be in first position between both Real Deal and Akatsuki. Is absolutely awesome. And then Sniper's only 1 point behind. Still a little bit of different in a cash prize, but still 3rd position. You get yourself a little bit of a juicy dollars going in your direction. Then Deadly Shot, 30 points, and then you trickle down. Like, after Kurt Squad and Nemesis Clan, they both get $1,000 each, which is always good. Can share it between your team of 4, $250 each. That's always good money in your pocket, right? So I hope these guys will be having a good use for that. Maybe buy yourself a new phone, you know, to try to commit a little bit more to PUBG competitive. That'll be great. So there you go.
Yeah. And of course, we do want to give a huge shout out to Pringles Arabia, Millennium Arabia, and of course, a big thanks to Pringles for collaborating with Tencent to bring us this incredible tournament. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we do. I know me and Maxman had a ton of fun to bring you this incredible content and, of course, this incredible tournament.
So yeah, there we have it. It's all coming down to this. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It was an absolute honor to bring you the action. Sandstorm, thanks so much for casting with me for this past month. It's been absolutely awesome, despite you completely destroying me and clashing me every single time, but that's completely fine. I enjoy it. It's all good. It's all fun and dandy. There you go. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys had one hell of a good time. My name was Maxman, joined with Sandstorm. We'll be back maybe in the future with some more Pringles PUBG Mobile action. Stay safe. See you next time.
Begin.